Well, what's going on, Motherfuckers? Jericho Green here with you once again. You know what tonight is. You know what it is. Election night 2024. BJ Blazkowicz gaming. Yes, it's getting tight. It's getting like a Thuyger. I saw not even an hour ago. It was 210 to 113. And then, a few minutes, hop, skip, and a jump here. And now, let's check it out. Let's get you a live update on election coverage 2024. Bam. So you have Trump at 214. Let's see. As of 1 minute ago, says 214. I think the other one that BJ saw was like 214 or something to 196, 219 to 196. So I guess it's going to vary from site to site, but pretty much the same. It's the race to 270. And it looks like Trump is barreling toward that total faster than Kamala is. Pennsylvania, it looks like he's leading in Pennsylvania. And if he wins, whoever wins Pennsylvania wins the election. She would have to win all three battle states. He would just have to win one, but that depends on if he loses, was it Virginia or something like that? It looks like Kamala's leading in Virginia. But if he takes Pennsylvania, it's a wrap. But he's ahead of her by a pretty good margin now. It was bigger a little while ago. But as of right now, Donald Trump is ahead 214 to 179. It looks like, according to the New York Times, let's see what they think, because they have a projection of, they have a chance, what they think Trump's chances are of winning the presidency. So let's see what the New York Times has to say. They say that it is likely that Trump will win the presidential election. It says that hold on a second. It says that he has an 89% chance of winning the presidency. So that's beautiful. I love to see that. I'm trying to get something off the screen here. What the hell? Why is it asking me this? Asking me all kinds of shit. Anyway, Trump has a 89% chance of victory, according to the New York Times. That's a leftist turd rag. So if they're saying it is, then, there has to be some truth to it, because they're doing that very begrudgingly. They do not want Trump to be in power. None of them do. None of the establishment want him to be in power. None of their cohorts, the lap dogs of the left, the media, shit like that. So none of them want him to win. But it looks like, as of right now, that it's going to be too big to rig, because she is getting spanked pretty good, which she likes, but not that kind of spanking. That's not the spanking she wants. What is going on here? Okay. Something's happening. Anyway, hope you guys can still see me. Let me know. There we go. Can you guys see that now? There we go. Boom. So we make it a little bit bigger for you. There it is. So 179 to 214 is still the tally. I'm excited. I really am excited. I was excited to get on here and do this live. My wife, it's my mother-in-law's birthday, so my wife was with her. They were hanging out. So I had the kids this evening, so I had to get them fed and bathed and all that stuff and ready for bed. So that's why I wasn't able to hop on here until later. Lala HK, what up? Shout out to everybody in here. I see a lot of usual suspects. I see a lot of you people that I see on my lives. I appreciate your guys' support. Thank you for being here. And so I wasn't able to kick this off until later, which is kind of cool though, because we've gotten kind of through. It's like going, if you go to a fight and you don't show up until the main event, you know, you miss all the preliminary fights, or you go to the movies and you miss all the previews. That's basically what we did. We missed the previews, and we're here for the main event. We're here for the feature presentation, and I think it's here. 214 to 179. It's getting close. I think we will see the election results tonight. I don't think it'll be a, you know, days. It might be days. Let's say Nevada. Nevada's a little messy right now. They were saying even before the election that it would be, you know, a week, 12 days, whatever, to count the votes. But if he gets 270, it doesn't matter. You guys could take a fucking year to count the votes if you wanted to. He'll get his 270. The Ferg says, I voted for the convicted felon. Well, I expect you to do something like that, the Ferg. You know why I would expect you, and I'm talking to a bunch of you people in here. You people. I'm talking to all of you people in here who voted for Trump, who voted for a convicted felon. You know why you did that? You know why you would vote for somebody who was convicted in a court of law? It's because you guys are pieces of garbage. You guys are garbage. That's why. And of course, garbage people would vote for a felon. And it's really a shame. But he was right when he said Trump's poor as a fuck. He said you guys are garbage. Newsmax. All right. Somebody's saying that Newsmax has more current numbers. So let's do that. Newsmax. Let's see. Saying it's at 246, which is great. I mean, fuck it. If he's at 246, that's even better. That means he's much closer to getting that 270. So let me see if I can find the election results on Newsmax. News to the max, dude. Yeah, dude. So maxed out the news, bro. Come on, Newsmax. And this is fucking huge, man. This is, what a night. What a night. Like I said, I was so excited to get on here, man. I've been thinking about this all day. I did a video about this earlier. We've all been thinking about this all day. We've been thinking about this shit for months. Or, I mean, really longer than that. But it's, you know, intensified in the last few months, you know, getting down to the end. But, man, we've been dealing with this bullshit for a year. We've been dealing, first it was Sloppy Joe, because remember, it didn't start off with Kamala. Trump had to go through two candidates. Don't forget that. It did not start off with Kamala, the Ugandan nightmare. It started off with Sloppy Joe. And so he would go, blah, 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 and then if you vote for Trump, you know, you people, you're disgusting, right? He's hitting the trail. He wants to do this. Women, you're going to lose your right to bodily autonomy and blah, blah, blah. Right? So they're telling you all that bullshit. And then they say, you know what, after the debate, you know what, Sloppy Joe, you ain't going to cut it, man. You just ain't going to cut it. So we're going to kick you out. We're going to take a handkerchief and douse it in chloroform. And then when you least expect it, we're going to put it over your old face until you pass out. And then we're going to remove you from the presidential race. And we are going to install this cackling California raisin. And that's what they did. And I'm surprised. And I did read somewhere that Sloppy Joe wasn't going to her election party. So, you know, I'm sure he's still mad about that, of course. But I was expecting him to like have a last, you know, kind of fuck you to Kamala and her people, you know, to the left, really the machine for doing him dirty. But he didn't. And that's very unfortunate because I was hoping that Sloppy Joe would just have one last one in the tank and just go out in a blaze of glory. But he didn't. That's all right. Really, all that matters is we get the president that America needs tonight. So I think that's going to happen. So let's check out these fools.
19,
Newsmax. So yeah, it has
up when I'm, just doing
Trump
one thing or
at
another. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up.
has Trump at 246 and Harris at 177. So he's what, 424 electoral college points away from taking the presidency. Because 4 more would get him to 50. Or I'm sorry, 25. 4 more would get him to 50. And then 21. I'm sorry, 20. So I was right. What am I saying? 24. 24 more electoral points. And he's president. And you can see right there, the Republicans are taking the balance of power as they have it in the U.S. Senate. And I've been looking at that too, and it looks like Republicans are taking a lot of the seats. A bit of a red wave is coming, and this was bigger than the red wave that we were promised in 2022. And that's all right. If we had to take that, if somebody told you you won't get your red wave now, it'll be more like a red puddle. But come 2024 in the presidential election, you'll get your red wave and you'll get the presidency. I take that every single damn day. And it looks like that's what we're going to get. So 246, Harris 177. This is beautiful, man. I see the super chats coming in. I appreciate you. Hold on. Somebody's telling me to stay sober. I am sober. Am I acting like I'm not? Am I acting all fucked? Am I acting all chueque? All araña? Let's see. K-Fish, stay strong, Jericho. You got to stay sober and focus. You will be a megastar on YouTube, one sip at a time, brother. Focus. Yeah, okay. I thought I was focused. I am sober. Thank you for your concern. But yeah, I will stay focused. I promise. 246. Can't believe it. Shout out to everybody. I see you. Thank you for being here. This is beautiful, man. Trump is going to be president unless somebody pulls a fire alarm and or the sprinkler system comes on at a ballot location, a polling location. Unless the lights go out in one of these places, it looks like Trump is going to win. But you want to wait until you have the victory. It's official. It's been announced. He's on stage, accepting his victory, and then she concedes the victory. Then it's official, but it's looking like that, man. Yeah, right. Market water break at ATL, right? And I wish that we were just joking and ha ha ha, that would never happen, but it did happen. Somebody else said 2 a.m. ballot dump. Yeah, again, I wish we were joking, but that really did happen too. AP reports Trump at 230 and Harris at 187. That, like I said before, it's. I guess I don't know why. I don't know why everybody has different ones, but they should all have the same numbers. I don't think they would be that slow updating them. It's not like one will get updates before the other, but whatever. Sharon Ogden, she voted for Trump. I know I did. I did like fucking like 4 days ago or something. Yeah, and I hope he wins, of course, but I hope he wins tonight. Get it over with. Florida had 99% of their ballots in. They counted fucking 10 million of them hours ago. And I know if you have a larger population, that's going to be more ballots to count. But damn, should it take days? Should it take 12 days to count the fucking ballots? Come on, man. That shit's stupid. Get this shit done tonight. Get as many people as you need there, verified people. People that aren't pieces of shit, hopefully, to count. Sig Pig, never count your chickens before they hatch. I know, but a few of them have hatched. I'm just counting the ones that have hatched so far. 246, 177 is what they're saying. So let me see if I can get any more updated numbers than that. Let me see. Yeah, okay. I see where you mean. The AP does have him at 230 and her at 187. That's AP. Who do I have? I think it's Newsmax or whoever I have up there has the 246 to 177. And New York Times, the needle is moving more in the likely column, more toward very likely for Trump. It estimates Trump will have 302 and Harris will have 236. And that's a whooping. By the way, this is an ass whooping. This, I know that they're bouncing back and these people have these numbers and those people have those numbers. But I don't see it as the nail biter that it's being presented as. I think he's going to give her a nice little spanking. And hey, it works out because we know Kamala loves being spanked by older men. All right. Yeah, Katrina, Republican all day. All down. Eagles 215. Thank you. Yeah, Republican all down the fucking ticket. Rory, is it even possible for her to get 270? It don't look like it. She might get 270 by tomorrow, but hopefully it'll be too damn late for that. Yeah, exactly. It'll be over before the West Coast is even finished. Mr. VIP, Mr. VIP says he'll go belt to ass. And she loves it. She'll be like, no, stop. Chozo Ghost, what up? It says, hold on. I'll get to those super chats. I see you. You are seen, you are heard, and you are loved. Okay? This is a safe space. Chozo Ghost, it only closed because of California, Oregon, and Washington closing at the same time, which we all know what happened. Yeah, because even my son asked me that. He said, Dad, when are they going to be done? Or when's the last? Are we the last state to vote? And he says, my teacher said we're the last ones. I said, I think we're one of the last ones because Hawaii is farther west than we are. They're behind California 2 hours. So I think Hawaii would be the last one. Definitely the West Coast, California, Oregon, and Washington are going to be some of the last ones. And surprise, surprise, guess who they're voting for? So there's no fucking shocker there. There's no shocker who the left coast is going for. But it was cool because it was my whole family was in the kitchen, my wife, my kids, and myself. And my kids were asking, like I said, my son was asking questions. My daughter was asking questions, and I was explaining to them the electoral college and how it's based on population and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. That was another cool thing that came from this election. I can only find my cigar cutter, man, because I got a fucking beauty here, brother. Come on, man. Don't tell me. Guys, what the fuck is my cigar cutter? If I don't have my cigar cutter, I can't have my cigar. Cannot cut a cigar cutter or a cigar with anything but a cigar cutter. So now I gotta find it. Patricia Peck says, Iraq is smarter than Kamala. Yeah, Iraq has a capping gown on with the tassel flipped to the left, and it's a Rhodes Scholar compared to her. Guys, hold on. I gotta find my cigar cutter. This is some real shit. I'm not happy right now. I want my cigar, and I have to find my cutter. Because you cannot enjoy your cigar without the cigar cutter. Yeah, I do. JCG 105. You don't know my life. Hold on a second. I'm gonna find my cutter. It's right here in the studio. Don't leave me. Please don't leave me. I have abandonment issues. Yeah. Got it, you mother suckers. Yeah. That's right. It's Saul Barlotta. Anyway, knock it off, people. But yeah, it's somebody in here was mentioning men who vote for or people who vote for Kamala. Man, I don't know. I just, yes, of course, that's your vote. You spend it on whoever you want. Oh, you got the stupid commercials on right. F that. You have to look at me. Sorry. But the people who vote for Kamala, I don't get it. I just don't get how you can vote for her. I really don't. It's not like she's a strong candidate and her and Trump were just going blow for blow. And, she had some great points and she has some great policy. And so does Trump. And man, she's good. And I'm torn. I don't know who to vote for. And man, she's got some great experience and all this kind of stuff. She's not a good candidate. She's not. And I know that sounds, of course you would see it as bias coming from me because how I feel about things if you ever seen my videos before, but she's not good. She's just not good. Nicholas Hardy, that's not what I did not mean blow blow for blow because she would win. I don't think Trump would touch it, but she would definitely win that. But it's not like, yeah, exactly, MK Hogan. She had less than 2% when she was running for president. People from her own state didn't like her. She's a Californian, and California didn't support her. So all of a sudden, the rest of the country does? I just don't understand. I don't. Is it just a fuck you to the Republicans? Like, oh, well, I'm not gonna vote for a Republican no matter what. I don't like Trump. What is it? Because it cannot be her policy. It can't be because she has none. It's not that she has bad policy. She has no policy. She's just talking about giving away a bunch of money. Anybody can do that. You can get one of them damn what do you call them monkeys that live around the temples in India and steal everybody's jewelry and shit? You get one of those monkeys to just hand out money. Damn. And Creole Lady says it's TDS. And I agree. We've all seen it. We've all seen people in the grips of TDS. But is that enough to make you want to destroy your country? Damn. Is a TDS that strong? So what she is shit. So let's see. Let's check back in. New York Times. Trump still has an 89% chance. That's pretty damn good. Wouldn't you guys take that? If somebody said, you have an 89% chance of winning something or getting something positive happening. You take that shit for sure. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's get these fucking results already. Hurry up. Okay, Trump wins Iowa. Trump wins Iowa and North Carolina. North Kakalaka. Kamala wins New Mexico. That's not a surprise. That's no surprise. Musk vows to take on the sides of government if Trump wins. Isn't that beautiful? Does our federal government not need to shrink? Yes, it does. And he won North Carolina. He won 50.8. Kamala was 48.1. So it was pretty close. 2.5 million for him, almost 2.6, and she's about 2.4 million. 89% of the votes have been counted, so it's a wrap on North Kakalaka. Good job, North Carolina. I'm so proud of you right now. Like, good job, North Kakalaka. Still has Trump at 246. I just saw AP still has him at 230, and her at 179 or something like that. 179. Let me see. So still pretty close, I guess. Kind of. Oh, let's check in on NPR. Man, if you guys are ever, and I'll get to the super chats in just a minute, I promise. But if you guys are ever wondering, like, what are the crazies thinking? What are the crazies doing? Check out NPR. It is fucking wild. It is wild. I'm talking the most far left crazy shit. They believe all of the conspiracies. He's a Russian plant, grab women by the pussy, good people on both sides, the bloodbath. They believe all that shit. It is absolutely insane to listen to NPR, because I know it as the radio station out here where I live near the Bay Area. I'm about an hour and a half, I'd say, from the Bay Area. NPR is on 8:10 a.m. So that's where you could tune in and just hear all the crazy shit going on. But here it is, NPR presidential results. And I want to check the NPR because I know it hurts them to have Trump ahead. I know it hurts bad. I know it's making their pink and blue dyed hair fall out, and I love it. I hope they're pulling it out in clumps. I love it. That's another thing. When Trump wins, okay, it has Harris at 192. But when Trump wins, I'm going to go nuts. And I'm going to gloat, and I'm going to rub it in their face, and I'm going to take the low road, and I'm going to be an asshole because we had to sit through 4 years of this. We had to sit through 4 years of, look what we're doing to your country. We're going to fuck up your economy, blah, blah, all that. We had to sit through that. We had to sit through the lies. We had to sit through the incompetence. We had to sit through Sloppy Joe shaking phantom hands, not knowing which way to exit the stage, getting us back in all these stupid deals that Trump got us out of, paying for 2 wars at a time, possibly, or it was for a minute. It's possible it was going to be 3 if China decided to fuck with Taiwan. Iran's powerful again. They're funding and supplying the war between Israel and Hamas. All this shit has gone on. And they're getting the whole time getting their long, skinny, gnarled, sharp fingernail tip fingers closer and closer to the innocence of your child. We had to sit through that for 4 years. And it's finally about to be over. Imagine all the times that Sloppy Joe's confused, scared looking ass would wander out onto the lawn or wander up the stairs, the short stairs, onto Air Force One. How many times Kamala Harris would say, I've been to the border. I've been to the border. We've been to the border. You've been to the border. Everybody's been to the border. All that shit, all the useless shit that she did, it's almost over. It's almost over. And I use this analogy a lot because I love it, because it's perfect. We are Andy Dufresne. Oh, poor Andy Dufresne. It was the longest night of his life. We're Andy Dufresne, 200 yards of raw sewage he had to crawl through to get free, and we are 25 yards away. You can see the searchlights at the end of the poo tunnel. Stephen Sykes, I'm sorry. No, not yet. We're almost there. That's right, big time. 4 hard years. Almost there. So I'm excited, and I'm going to celebrate when we get there. I am going to have a good time. So forgive me. Forgive me for enjoying what I had to suffer through. Careless, why are you so obtuse? I'm obtuse? That's not very nice. That's not very nice at all. Thought we were cool. Thought we were cool, let's say. I know favorite music on 230 or 246. I know. Like it's like all of them have different calculations. I don't get it. Candy hoarding, what's up? That's right, it's MAGA time. Let's do it. I'm ready. I was excited as shit about this. I've been waiting all day to get on here. So let's see. NPR, of course, California, Colorado, DC, Delaware, Hawaii. The polls are still closing. I think we have another 17 minutes for that because they're west. They're west of the West Coast. New Jersey. I was looking at New Jersey and New York. New Jersey, Minnesota. As you can see, it just updated again. Minnesota, Maryland, all that shit. All those states that you expected to go first for Kamala went for Kamala. Florida, of course, went for Trump. North Carolina went for Trump. And then you see the long list of states that went for Trump as well. And also, no shockers there. Alaska. Oh, no, Alaska. I'm sorry. Alaska will be closing at 10 p.m. I'm sorry. Let's see, 1 a.m. So that's 10 p.m. West Coast time. So you got about an hour and 16 minutes for Alaska. Come on, Alaska. Let's trump it up. Alabama, Arkansas, all through the South is all for Trump. A lot of Midwest, and a lot of them are at least over 80% in. Some of them are almost 100. Some of them are pretty low. Like you got Montana in there, only 13% is in, but 62% is for Trump. So some of them, even though it might not be mostly in already, you can tell that it's probably going to go for him. West Virginia, 92% in, 70% went for Trump, only 28 for Kamala. Damn, that's pitiful. Wyoming, 73% for Trump. So yeah, some states she's just getting her ass whooped. And let's see, PA, Pennsylvania, one of the key states, you got Kamala at 47.7 and Trump at 51.4 with 81% in. So it's almost safe to say that Trump won Pennsylvania. So we'll see. 81% in. He's up by almost 4 points. So it's looking good. It's looking good. All right, just updated again. So let's check the electoral votes. Ooh, now it's close. It's really close. Trump at 230, Kamala at 205. But again, that's with all the fucking West Coast states, turning in all their ballots and shit. So, of course, you had to expect her to get a bump from that. Bump it up. So, as promised, you generous people. Thank you. GJB Films. Member for 19 months. You're going on 2 years. I thank you. Again, GJB Films. Or GJB. Thank you. Drop the films, I guess. Thank you for the Hamilton. After Trump wins, I would recommend total annex of Canada. Hey, we can't take all of you because some parts of Canada are, California-esque. So we can't take those. But we'll take some of you for sure. Some of you guys are real cool, eh? We like you, eh? Chozo Ghost, thank you. Well, good damn evening, everyone. Keeping my excitement tempered just in case. I know. You wanna break out. You want to start celebrating. But I just got a text from a friend of mine. He's a Kamala supporter. It's very unfortunate. But we all have friends with issues, and it's not okay. It's not the time to leave them behind. Don't give up on them. But he texted me and said, "Damn, not looking good for us." No, it's not, bro. No, it's not. I love it. C. Lynn Adams. Hope I'm saying that right. 32, thank you. Says, I vote for felons and rednecks because I'm from Tennessee and they my kind of people. Well, just know that the outgoing president refers to people like you as garbage. But there's no garbage here. There's no garbage here. Fuck them. Mr. VIP, thank you. He says, Ohio finally fired Senator Sherrod Brown. Hey, a lot of good things going on. Not just in the presidential race, getting a lot of seats in the Senate and the House. So that's another byproduct of Trump getting in. Tammy D, what's up? Good to see you. She says, I know it's been a minute. How are you, JG? MAGA. Hey, I'm doing good. I'm glad you're here, hanging out with us. Very good to see you. Derek Marsick, what up? Says, need to join the paid membership, JG. Mine got canceled randomly. But here's a bone for one of my favorite political commentators. That's crazy. Why would they cancel you? That's fucked up. Just know that I would never cancel anybody's paid membership. Not me. So YouTube's a dick. So if you shoot me an email, I'll check it out if I can't see what I can do on my end. Silky smooth. That's what I'm talking about. Silky smooth. Let's do a moment of prayer for the win. Agreed. Always good. Never too late. NPR has it 2:05 for the Ugandan Nightmare and 2:30 for Trump. I love it. Celine Adams, again, thank you. I want to hear him say, who's your daddy to Harris? And she'd be like, you are, daddy. You are. You know she would. Good jackass. Secretary not sure. Thank you for the $5. Trump and Tulsi should have went and got Hawaii. Would have been nice. They would have gotten more than $700. You know what? Hawaii, man, that place is heavily infected. They have that. I think that's a senator they have. She looks like Miss Swan from Mad TV. Hawaii's bad. Norpheus, thank you. F your safe space bullshit. Bring back bullies. That's America. Yeah. We all have everybody has their place in the food chain. I agree. Here we go. Mungles Crunkus. I wonder what that means. Thank you. Hey, Jericho, go Trump. I hope he wins, brother. Yeah, me too. Me too. You and I are not alone in that. Hell yeah. Like on nights like this, I wish that I lived in one of those countries where you look or you see the videos and it's like a wedding or something and they just fucking, everybody has an AK-47. They're just shooting up in the sky. Yeah, Maisie Hirono. Thank you, Chozogo. She's a real piece of shit. I would love to do that when Trump, if Trump wins, man, I would just be the sky. Oh, that would be so great, man. Oh my God. That would be beautiful, man. I would love that. But anybody that get killed by the falling bullets. Authentically Kennedy, thank you for being here. I know your husband, Mr. Devory Darkins, is doing his live stream, so I appreciate you peeling yourself away from his riveting coverage to say what up. And make sure you guys check out her husband's channel, Devory Darkins. Great channel, growing like fucking crazy. Smart, well organized, well produced, intelligent, in depth, all those things. Great dude. Definitely check out his channel, Devory Darkins. If you want to drop the link, Kennedy. Yeah, Devory is great. I watch him all the time. Let's see. So let's check the needle. The New York Times, 90% chance of victory for Trump now. It was 89. Now it's 90. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I love this shit. It's just fucking great. So yeah, still looks like 230 to 205. Still up by 25 electoral points. Is this? So it looks like, let's see. So it looks like the left coast is all turned in. So of course, California, Oregon, Washington, Nevada, who cares? So I think we survived the West Coast bump, I guess, until Hawaii turns their shit in. That's going to be another small bump for Kamala when they turn their shit in. Alaska, nothing yet. Of course, look at that, 61% California, but almost 37% for Trump in California. That's huge. You don't know what kind of liberal shit stain this is. That's pretty huge. Over 42% for Trump in Oregon. Not bad. Pretty good. Beautiful numbers, beautiful polling. Love this state. The Democrats destroyed it, but I'll make it better. You know. Cool. Let's look at Pennsylvania. 51.4 for Trump, 47.6 for Kamala. So still looking good for Trump. In PA, New York. Let's see how he did in New York. Not bad. 44.2 in New York. I mean, he said a couple times that he wanted to flip New York. That's a tall order. But still good to see that he performed well. Wisconsin looks like Trump's probably going to take that. Michigan. If he gets Wisconsin and Michigan, it's over. It's over. Look at this Illinois. Piece of shit. They didn't learn nothing. They didn't learn shit. Killed it in Florida. Georgia. What's going on in Georgia? 51 for Trump, 48 for Kamala. So it's kind of close. 16 electors at stake. 91% expected vote. So looking good in Georgia. Got these. Let's see where else. Arizona. Ooh, extremely close. Trump 49.8, Kamala 49.4. How can it be that close in Arizona? I know Arizona's next to California, but damn, I didn't know Arizona got any California on them. Sorry about the Arizona. We got some of our California on you. Hope you can wash it out. Let's see. Newsmax has a 240. See, 247, 204. This one's 230 to 205. I mean, what the fuck? Who knows? As long as he gets to 270 first. Progress of the process. Okay, he says he's in Wisconsin. It looks like they might go red. That'd be cool. Wouldn't that be cool? Like every state, if it was like some Mondale Reagan shit, they just stomped her out in every fucking state. Craig Jovanovich says lots of crap flowed into Arizona. And that's again, a state with a lot of illegals. Yeah, Creole Lady, we still want to come to Texas. Is waiting to sell our house. You can buy it if you want. You guys are all free to buy my home so I can move to Texas. But that's why they were flying all those illegals to the battleground states under the cover of night. That's why they were doing that shit. That's why they just did that shit. That's why they did that. Is for stuff like this. It's based on the population. So the more people you have, the more electoral votes you have, the more you control who's president. If they have the electoral college votes in their pocket because of the illegals they shipped all over the country, then they're in power forever. Then there really is no reason to go out and vote if that's the case. Flying and busing. It's just the fact that you would move people while we're sleeping around the country is dirty enough. But you're gonna fly them? You're gonna get these fuckers plane tickets on our dime, you pieces of shit. Painful 13. Mr. Green needs a nose ring. I would never. Scott Cherry Sr. says, I thought he won Pennsylvania. Not according to this shit. According to this, he's up. He's up in Pennsylvania. With 83% of the votes in, he's up. But he hasn't won it yet. It hasn't turned red yet. Sister Shirley, what's up? Thank you for being a member for 20 months. Even closer to 2 years. Thank you very much, Sister Shirley. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, you never know. Alaska might do their thing. But Lonnie Mitchell, it is too close for comfort. You know, he should be stomping out. He was earlier, but then again, you know, the left coast polls are closing, blah, blah, blah. So we'll see. It's all right. All of this is for naught. All of this, these nerves and worrying will be for naught as long as he hits 270 before her. So that's what I'm hoping for. I sure hope so. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm gonna be whistling and stepping a little lighter tomorrow after he wins. That's gonna be nice. Sister Shirley says, I was your third member. Damn, really? You really are OG, triple OG. Appreciate that. Thank you. Rory says, I hate to say it, but this might be a no-winner contest. What do you mean? Like we won't know the winner by tonight, or no matter who we get, it's a lose-lose for us? What do you mean? Talk to me, Goose. What do you mean? Oh, neither one of them get the 270? I guess it's possible, yeah. That would really suck. Because then what? Then what? The 14th Amendment. You know what? I got one of these pesky little things here, a copy of the Constitution. I know the left hates it. Let's see. 10, 11, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14th Amendment. Section 1. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges. Okay. Section 2. Representatives shall be apportioned among the several states according to their respective numbers, counting the whole number of persons in each state, excluding Indians not taxed. But when the right to vote at any election for the choice of electors for president and vice president of the United States, representatives in Congress, and the executive and judicial offices of a state, or the members of the legislature thereof is denied to any of the male inhabitants of such state, being 21 years of age and citizens of the United States, or in any way abridged, except for participation in rebellion or other crimes, the basis of representation therein shall be reduced in the proportion which the number of such male citizens shall bear to the whole number of the male citizens 21 years of age in such state. Sections in here. I like having this. It's been a while since I read the whole thing. But I need to read the whole thing. How long do you think it would take to memorize the Constitution? She went up, yes, 209. So she went from 205 to 209. $209. None the miser, don't say that. Sloppy Joe was the most popular president in United States history. Elon Musk did say on Joe Rogan's podcast that we have to vote like our lives depend on it, because they do. They do. Imagine Kamala in power. She's not even in power. She wouldn't even be in power. She would merely be a mouthpiece for who really is in power. Her handlers, the deep state, whoever the fuck you want to say. That's who would be in charge, because she would do and say whatever they told her to say and do. Guaranteed. That's why she would get up there and say, they'd ask her something, and look, I was raised in a middle class family. That's not what I asked you. Jean Schofield, she says, Kamala got Hawaii. Yeah, no surprise there. Craig, what's my opinion of RFK? Mount Implosion. Yeah, I hope you do have great news in the morning. Dream of little MAGA hats jumping over fences. Creole lady, don't encourage that. I'm not even going to read that comment because I don't want to throw a match into that powder keg, but don't encourage that. What do I think of RFK? I think that as far as what he wants to do with the government, as far as getting the poisons out of our food and all that kind of shit, hey, I'm all for it. I really don't know a lot about him before that. I know he's an attorney. He did sued a lot of the government agencies, so they don't like him. So that's good. Hey, if federal government, if departments in the federal government don't like him, I like him. But as far as what he wants to do with Trump, that's great, man. I'm all for it. Get that shit out of here. I know it's a slippery slope because California is not about freedom, but America, it's all about our freedom. So it's a slippery slope whenever you ban things. But I will say Europe has that right. Europe did that right by banning certain things in foods, dyes, and things like that. So yeah, man, I definitely like that about it. Oh, JT King, he sued Trump too. Hey, that's even crazier. That's even crazier. But as far as that goes, yeah, man, I'm all for it. Fucking get in there, shrink the size of them, sue them, get rid of them, whatever you need to do. So Kamala, 209, Trump's still at 230. How come hers is moving and his isn't? What's that? What's up with that? Mungo Scrunkus, thank you very much again. He says the existence of Dems proves that propaganda works. Winning this election shows that we, the people, still have a voice. Good Lord, I hope we win, bro. Man, you can't hope any harder than me. I hope so much that we win this. Because, I mean, just how shitty is that going to be? How shitty is that going to be to not only have her as president, but watch, I said this in my video earlier, to watch the left just fucking celebrate Kamala. Could you imagine how insufferable the left would be with her in office? Joy won. Democracy won. The Nazi lost. Oh my God. Oh my God. That would be absolutely disgusting. To wake up tomorrow and see all of that shit on your feed, on your phone, the headlines, the clips. Oh, The View celebrates Kamala's victory. All the fucking perverted, diddled by Diddy entertainers, the athletes, the fucking cuck ass weenie basketball players during COVID who had on the back of their jersey, listen to me, believe me, I can't breathe. LeBron James, LeBronica James. How insufferable is that 6'9" vagina gonna be on X tomorrow? Oh, oh my God. I don't want to hear that shit. I do not want to hear that shit. I would rather wake up and see them losing their fucking minds. Oh, how pissed they would be, the Colberts and the Jimmy Kimmels of the world. How pissed and sad. How many of them would be crying? How many people would cry? How many Republicans or Trump supporters would cry if Trump lost? Probably 3. But if Trump wins, they're all going to be crying. Van Jones, he's going to be crying through his lips. Jimmy Kimmel's going to be crying. Joy Behar's going to be crying. Joy Reid's going to be crying. I cannot wait to be showered in those salty water droplets from their ocular stems. I cannot wait. Remember the commercial back in the day? You got to be over 40 to know this commercial, but remember Calgon, Take Me Away, that Calgon soap, and the lady would just get in the bathtub and fill it with get a bunch of bubbles from her Calgon soap, and she would say, Calgon, take me away. Just wash away the stress of the day. Leftist tears, take me away. Let me float down the river of prosperity. Let me caress the waves of America first. Harris 210, Trump 230. Again, why isn't Trump's moving? Why isn't his number moving? But hers is. I don't understand. Somebody explain that to me. Why is her number creeping up, but Trump's isn't moving? Let's see. New York Times, still 90% chance of victory for Trump. Still has him with 301 electoral college votes and her with 237. Plus a 1.1 in the popular vote. That's what they're saying. 98, not yet called. Pennsylvania, let's check in. Still pretty much the same. 84 in, except for 83 last time we looked. Wisconsin used to be the cheese capital of America. California has taken that throne, but Wisconsin is the cranberry capital. So thank you for all that ocean spray. Georgia, still pretty close. 50.8 for Trump, 48.5 for what's her name, 93% in. So it looks like Trump will take Georgia. Hella close. Arizona, 49.9 for Trump, 49.4 for Kamala. Only half of them are in, only 50%. Nevada. I think people say Nevada. It's Nevada. When people say Iraq, it's Iraq. Iran, it's Iran. I don't give a shit. I don't live there. Okay, let's see. Let's yeah, Harris got into Mexico. We knew that. Sharon Ogden says she's worried. You know, tightening up a little bit. That's all right. Let's see. see here. We'll check here. And yep, still 230, 210 there too. The AP. So AP, NPR, both have the same. New York Times, still the same. Oh, let's check the BBC. Do. See, now are they behind? Is the BBC not caught up with the States? Because they have Trump at 230 and her at 182. But the other one, as you saw, 210. So is the BBC behind? Well, BBC, get your shit together. BBC loves a BBC. Let's see. NBC. See what you got. Oh, Minnesota. Oh, bummer. Yeah, looks like she's going to take Minnesota. It says too close to call, but she's at 52 and he's at 45.8. So, you know. Wisconsin, 51 to 47. Michigan, he's up 52 to 46. PA, still 50.9 to 48.1. Trump is leading 86% in now instead of 84 last time we saw. 83, it was 84, now it's 86. 86% in. Yeah, still. GA, 50 to 48.4. And I'm sure I got it. Let's go. Arizona, 49.9 now to Trump, 49.3 to Kamala with 52% in. Last time we checked, it was 50. So another 2%. Nevada's only 2% in, but Trump is kicking names and taking ass. 73. It's only 2%, but 73% for Trump, 26.2 for Kamala. So if that continues, he'll definitely take Nevada. Polls are still not closed. Got another 45 minutes for Alaska. So, you know. And let's see, NBC has it at 189 for Kamala and 230 for Trump. So are they behind? How can NBC be that far behind? So NBC has 189 for her, and NPR and the AP have 210. That's a discrepancy of 21 points. Well, anyway, if we're going by NBC, then Trump stomping a mud hole in her anus. So let's see. Let's check in. Let's check it. Let's circle back. What you got, girl?
The country is ready with Barack Obama. Yeah. There's a range of factors that lead to the win or loss of anyone, and we don't know what's happened yet. That will all have to be delved into, but I do worry about that if she loses.
We do know it is something that she leaned out of in her campaign, unlike Hillary Clinton in 2016. It was not something she didn't open her stump speeches with that idea. I mean, she talks about it, and she talked about it with me. She's talked about it with all of you here too, that it would be the president for all Americans, and that she is sort of putting her head down and grinding it out.
But her if she loses, it won't be because women didn't turn out. It won't be because of women, right? It won't be because she pulled back a lot of the Democratic base that had gone away.
Because of women. Women could do no wrong.
taters, as we called them for a long time, before there was a switch at the top of the ticket. And that is actually how Barack Obama also ran and won, which he didn't lead with the historic nature of his candidacy on his sleeve. There will be a lot of people who second guess that if she loses.
But if she loses, it may also be because there are tremendous headwinds in terms of an unpopular incumbent and people feeling terrible about the economy. And even if inflation is down to 2%, sometimes the stuff you feel, your gas prices, your groceries, it doesn't feel that way. So that may also be the rationale.
That's exactly my point. I was trying to make earlier, and you just did it in a more articulate way, which is that, you know, there will be there are always leaps to conclusion in both parties when your candidate loses, or if they lose. And again, we don't know yet, but and people will leap to different ones, right? The country isn't ready for a woman. The country isn't ready for a Black woman, all of these things. But there are a lot of factors that play into the win or loss. And I think if she loses, I'm hopeful people will look at the broad scope of where the country is, the cultural divides, the rural-urban divides.
The education divide.
The education divide.
Ugh. Sorry, that's all I could take. I was about to shit myself. If I listened to her for another minute, I was going to defecate in my pants, so I couldn't take the chance. Couldn't take the chance. But let's see what their numbers look like for a while. Oh, mosquito in here. Touch me. But let's see what they got for a while. See what state that is. Oh. Yeah, Florida. Of course he's going to get that one. But 189 to 230, that's more like it, huh? That's more like it. That's an ass whooping I can get behind. I didn't realize she had so many freckles on her face. I knew she was a ginger, but I'd never seen her close up like that before. That was scary. That was scary to see her on the big screen in HD. That was fucked up. Sorry about that. Overcooked torta. I hope you're wrong. It says 3 a.m. ballot dump incoming. I hope not. I hope not. Let's see who this is. So Idaho, he's projected winner of Idaho. Let's see. See when he gets to Pennsylvania. Still Idaho. Mr. Ali K. Thank you very much. Creole Lady, thank you very much. Says Trump 2024. Much love, Jericho. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Creole Lady, thank you. We're taking our country back and bringing God to the forefront. Let's go. Agreed. Agree 100%. Still 230 to 189 there. All right, let's bounce around. Go back to NPR. They still have it at 230 to 210. New York Times, Needle, still 90% chance of victory for Trump as of 12:16 a.m. So that would be 5 minutes ago. 12:16 a.m. on the East Coast. So 5 minutes ago, this was updated. And now it has Trump at a 91% chance of winning. So that's cool. My neighbor texts me, says, getting too close. Let me text him back. He's the neighbor I was talking to. I think I mentioned this in my video earlier, but I was texting people, telling them, hey, get your ass out there and vote. And I was talking to my neighbor, and that's the one who just texted me because he let me use one of his power tools. So I took him a 18-pack of beer to say thanks. That's how men work. Show appreciation. God helps you out. And we were talking about it and shit. He was saying he's going to go turn his ballot in this morning. My friend texted me back. He said, "Black folks who voted for Trump ain't black." That's funny. I'm going to write back. Fuck it. He's kidding, of course. That's my boy. But yeah, he voted for Kamala. I tried to talk him out of it. I was like, don't do it, man. Don't do that shit. Don't waste your time. Let me get this bullshit out of here and see the commercials. But, you know, we can't save everybody from themselves. Can't do it. Can't do it. I want winners. Well, let me go back up to this comment. America 1776 says rigged. Come on, man. Come on. You got this. Still 210, 230. Come on. Come on. See, PA. 86% in for PA. 50.9 for Trump. 48.2 for Kamala, the Ugandan nightmare. Georgia. Let's see, Georgia. 93% in, Trump 50.8, Kamala 48.5. Come on, Georgia, get your shit together. Arizona. 50 for Trump. 49.2 for Kamala. Still very close. Only 51% in for Arizona. Wisconsin. 80% in. Trump is 51. Kamala 47.3. Still looking like he's going to get Wisconsin. It looks like he's going to get Michigan. Trump at 52.3. Kamala at 45.9 with 52% of the ballots counted. Alaska, polls are closed. Or no, they still got a little bit of time. My neighbor texted me back. He said, I hope it's not rigged. Oh, me too. Me too. Me too. Let me hit somebody up real quick. Hey, guess what, guys? Angela also Brooks, that's a weird last name, become Maryland's first Black woman elected to Senate. Yeah, who gives a shit? I hate those stupid first, but who gives a fuck? That's not important. Who cares who the first Black? So what? That don't mean shit anymore. This was 75 years ago. I'm listening. But 2024, big deal. You're the first Black senator in Maryland. And what are you going to do? Are you going to fix it? You're going to clean it up? You're going to stop the murders? You're going to find some of those more than 2,000 missing children? Probably not. You're going to have it so some of the children in Baltimore schools have air conditioning in the summer and they have heat in the winter and they have to leave their jackets and their hats and gloves on when they're in class. Unless you're going to do that, I don't give a shit what you're talking about. First Black, I don't give a damn. You going to fix that piece of shit state or what? She's like, first Black, so what? Anyway, all right. They're back from the commercial. Let's see what's what. Michigan. They're talking about Michigan.
Counties were seen as well in Michigan. Still, a lot of the vote is out, though. Look, we still need half the vote to come in. A lot of that's going to be Detroit, as we know. I'm going to look at Saginaw. This is a battleground county. This is where she toured that semiconductor plant. We don't see much there. There's only 1% of the vote, and I don't want to draw anything from there. We're going to check Kalamazoo. She appeared here with Michelle Obama. It was the Harrison-Michelle Obama appearance. Only 13% of the vote in, and she's slightly underperforming. Guys, a lot of the vote is still out in Michigan, but the trend lines we've been seeing in the other states, we're sort of seeing in Michigan as well. But But again, I don't want to draw too much from that because there's a lot of that vote that's out.
So interesting to see you do those university towns because
It's shocking.
Well,
Yeah.
because there was a lot of turnout and Democrats early in the day were kind of giddy about that. But I think this might be a function of what we've been seeing, which is young men turning out for Donald Trump and maybe skewing what you normally would expect from
You
the university
stupid
town.
young
And something
men.
we haven't mentioned just yet, because so much of the vote is out in Wayne County. You have Detroit and you have
You
Dearborn that makes up
stupid,
Wayne
young,
County, that
toxic
Arab
men.
American Muslim vote. We're talking about more than 200,000 voters there. Again, it's probably not going to be monolithic, but they're uncommitted votes as well. The question is what happens? Do they not show up? Do they vote third party? Do they vote for Trump? Or do they stick with Harris? We still don't know.
Okay, Tom, hang tight there. We want to go right to Detroit, actually. NBC's Jesse Kirsch on duty there. Hey, Jesse.
Hey, Savannah, I know we're wondering when we're going to have those votes from Wayne County, specifically Detroit, where I am right now, as Tom was just mentioning. Here's what we know from officials. Here in Detroit, city officials had expected around midnight that the full tabulation would be completed. So we haven't received word that that has been finalized, but that was the estimate earlier in the evening. We know that absentee ballots, around 95% of that had been pre-processed before Election Day. So the overwhelming bulk of the absentee ballots were ready to be tabulated before Election Day. So that was what was the expectation heading into tonight. Just a short time ago, we heard from the Secretary of State here in Michigan herself, and she says that they are further along in tabulation, including for here in Detroit, than was anticipated. Her initial estimate before Election Day was by
Acid
midday
rain?
Wednesday. So today we would have an answer on the unofficial results. She says it could be sooner now. There is a caveat. Remember, in 2016, former President Trump won this state by around 10,000 votes. We are told there are around 6,000 ballots outstanding from military and overseas. If they're postmarked by Tuesday, they can be counted if they're received by a week from yesterday, which would be Tuesday, the 12th. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Jesse. And in Battleground, Georgia, Ellison Barber is in Gwinnett County. Ellison, what's it looking like there?
Hey, Lester, it's starting to get
She
a
looks
lot
happy.
quieter in this tabulation center, and that's because for the most part, they're almost done here. We're told by election officials in this county, there is one precinct that is still out of the 156, 155 have been counted. They're still counting one final precinct and a few absentee ballots, but voter turnout here has surpassed what we saw in 2020. That's something both Democrats and Republicans were hoping for. But what Republicans were hoping for specifically was that Trump could maybe get a couple percentage points above the 40% that he had in this state back in 2020, and that it would be enough to chip into Harris's margins and the Democrats' margins here and then carry the state. And right now,
Oh, I got another text from another friend of mine. He's the one I texted this morning. He says, not a landslide. They're going to pull the same shit as last time at midnight. They're going to say she won. I hope not, man. I hope not. But you can't blame people for having that taste in their mouth. You know, these fuckers did it to us before. This isn't some shit. They were like, man, wouldn't that be crazy if? No, they did this bullshit before. So yeah, people are apprehensive, you know, a bit of maybe voting shell shock.
See in action, Savannah. We're in the tabulation center. The machines are humming. The ballots are coming in from polling places all across the county, although it is now abundantly clear that the workers you see over my shoulder are going to be here for a while. That is because we just heard from an election official about 10, 15 minutes ago to say that people are still voting. It is, 2.5 hours past when polls were supposed to close. People that are still in line can still vote, and they are still voting. We're hearing that there's a
Pieces of shit. Shut up. They are still voting. They are still voting. Some more super dupers to get to. Mount Implosion, thank you. Border states voting for the nightmare. West Coast voting Democrats. I don't know, man. You would think the border states would be like, man, hell no. Get a wall, get it now. But Leilani Mitchell, thank you. She says, I'm afraid to go to bed and wake up to bad news. Girl, me too. Again, they did it to us before. That's why we're like this. They did it to us before. That's why we have that feeling that you're all feeling right now. That feeling of they did this to us before. That feeling of they're going to steal it again. I know. Bernice Torres. Gracias, mamita. So let's go. I'm with you, girl. Thanks for the Twompski. Careless. So the polls were closed 5 hours ago on the East Coast. How did they count votes faster in the 1950s than they do now? Because they cheat now. I'm saying back in the 50s, everything was by hand, paper, cards, ballots. You had 1, 2, 3, 4. You had to count everything by hand. You think with the technological advancements, they'd have the results to us in 5 minutes? Nope. I think he's right. Maybe they're figuring out a way to bend us over again. Shima 86, thank you for the Twompski. I hope we no longer have to hear from that cackling Ugandan hyena. I'm right there with you. If she could sip from a tall glass of shut your damn mouth, that would be great. And how cool is it going to be to have Trump win and not have to hear Kamala anymore? Oh, can't wait. All right, let's check in. NPR, what you got? NPR, still 210 to 230. Wisconsin, it looks like he's going to win it. Looks like he's going to win Michigan. Looks like he's going to win Pennsylvania. We'll see. Still super close in Arizona. Let's check the needle. New York Times. Likely Trump to win. Still at 91%. Now the needle is buried firmly in the likely column. Dun, dun, dun. Here, let me share this with you so you guys can see it. Stop these jackasses. I'll show you the New York Times, the needle. They want me to sign up for an account with them, and I don't want to do that. But yeah, there you go. See, it says very likely for Kamala, likely lean, toss up right in the middle, and then lean, likely, very likely. So we're firmly almost right in the middle of likely for Trump. This has gone up. The popular vote estimate has gone up from 1.1 to 1.2. So not a big change there. I'll show you the NPR. And I'm telling you guys, you want a good laugh, you want your mouth to be like agape, like, what the fuck? You got to check out NPR. Fine, and because it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's a damn word I'm like syndicated all around the country. So it's everywhere. You will find NPR everywhere. So you just have to find where it is in your area. But check it out, man. It'll either make you laugh or cry or both. You might do both. It's that crazy. But that's what NPR has. Still the 230, 210. Why the fuck? Hers is moving so crazily, or it was. It stalled out. Seems to be a little bit. His hasn't moved in, I don't know, an hour. Aaron M says that hold on, let me go back up. What's up, Aaron M? Good to see you, man. Says Pence is beating his wife right now. I hope not. The love handles, we've all been there, right? Dems are cheating as we speak. Come on, no. Remember that Chappelle Show skit where his grandma came in and caught him jacking off and he said, Grandma, no! Grandma, no! Come on, guys. We got this. Craig, that's right. It's a nice win for him in North Carolina, North Kakalaka. Eric Jones, this is the last time to say the Republic. I mean, I don't want you to be right. I don't want you to. None the miser. This is not very nice, but it is very funny. He said they found 14,000 ballots in Georgia. Stacey Abrams was sitting on them. Like I said, very funny. Aaron M says Whoopi's worried Trump is going to take her white girl away. You hear that shit? Where she said that if you happen to be a white dude or something married to an immigrant, he's going to send the immigrant away and then marry you off to somebody else, like you're some kind of 10-year-old in a third world country. Get the fuck out of here. He gonna take you. Come here, girl. You going back to your brown country. We gonna marry you off to a good old American white woman. Stupid. So stupid. H.G. Wells, update the real numbers. Man, I don't know what the real numbers are. I went to BBC. They were off by like 21. Fucking NPR hasn't moved. Let's see. Let's check in with NBC. Let's check in with Peppermint Patty and her cohorts. Let's see. Peppermint, what you got, girl? What you got, you freckle-faced turd? 246. So Trump has a no, that's the same, right? Yeah, this one's the same. I was just thinking of the last one because the one we just looked at, NPR had him at 230. So I was like, oh shit, he jumped 16. But they've had this one, NBC has had him at 246 and her at 189 for a while. Cool. So Trump's projected to win Georgia. So let's go back. Let's see. So if my math is correct, if my public school math is correct. Oh, so okay, that's why. Maybe that's why. Because Georgia is 16 electoral college points. If they have them at 230 plus 16 is 246. So maybe that's where NBC gets their 246 from. And NBC has already counted him as winning Georgia. Cool. So they're just a little bit ahead. So Trump is still up in Pennsylvania with 86% of the ballots in. And so if he takes Pennsylvania, if he has 246, that's going to put him to 56 plus 9. That'll put him at 265. So then he's getting really, really close to getting that 270 if he takes Pennsylvania. If he takes any of these, Pennsylvania's 19, Michigan's 15, Wisconsin's 10. So I mean, if he takes any of them, it's going to give him quite an advantage over what's her name. So maybe NBC is just ahead of the game. They already counted Georgia and I gave them 246. Thank you, H.G. Wells. You're trying to get on my good side? Are you some kind of Nigerian prince and you're going to give me $30 million and I just got to give you 30,000 to get access to it? You trying to butter me up for something? Huh? Aaron M says maybe Jericho won't be shadow banned after this shit. Yeah, really. I got 269,000 subscribers and my videos will get like 6,000 or 7,000 views over like 3 or 4 days. It's crazy. If I have that many people subscribed, how would I not have views close to that? Craig says he'll get Alaska, so he's at 249 in my opinion. Yeah, because Alaska has like, what, 3? Sharon Ogden said, love you, JG. Been a sub for 4 years. Thank you, miss. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. No, I'm fucking with you. HG, thanks. Tori D, did you get my message on Instagram? Fucking Tori D. Oh, that was a very inappropriate answer, Tori, and you will be held accountable when Trump gets in office. I'm gonna fucking tell him. So that was, I don't know, Tori, just message me. So I'm gonna bring in some guests. some guests on the show. You know, liven it up a little bit. You guys just don't want to hang around with me, do you? All right. Newsmax has Trump at 263. What? Hold on, Darren. This is crazy. This is crazy. NPR, I'm sick of you. You still at 230. Yeah. Ooh, 92% chance of victory according to the New York Times. Ay, ay, ay. Newsmax, is that what you said? Let's see. Newsmax. How does Newsmax have the latest? How does Newsmax on the latest? I'm just clicking on all kinds of shit, man. I hope I don't get a bunch of emails. Do you have erectile dysfunction? No, why? Why would you ask that? I do not have erectile dysfunction. It works just fine. Tell him, buddy. Tell him. You guys are disgusting. Man, I can't find no damn Newsmax. Am I just stupid or what? It's possible. It's possible. Let's see. You think it'd be simple as hell to just fucking find. I see Newsmax, but it says it's from 13 hours ago. That's just not going to cut it. That's just not going to do it. So this, bam, and this, and this. I got my fan on to blow the cigar smoke out of here, but it's fucking cold. Fucking summer temperatures are gone. It is officially cold as shit. When I'm sending an email, I'm sending electronic communication. So if you guys just bear with me for a few seconds while I send this electronic communication to my buddies. Boop, there it is. Bam, click it, paste it, send it. There it is. Click it, paste it, send it. See if this full the same.
To fight to make sure that every vote is counted, that every voice has spoken. So you won't hear from the vice president tonight, but you will hear from her tomorrow. She will be back here tomorrow to address not only the HU family, not only to address her supporters, but to address the nation. So thank you. We believe in you. May God bless you. May God keep you. And go HU and go Harris. Thank you all.
The fuck? Why was she going to bed?
Was, of course, the co-chair of the Harris campaign and misspoke earlier. Apologies for that, saying that we will not hear from Kamala Harris.
Was she going to bed? What do you mean we're not going to hear from her? Aren't you burning the damn midnight oil, woman? Jeff James said she's blasted. Yeah, Kamala's fucked up. She's 4 sheets to the wind. She's probably already pissed herself. They're picking her up off the floor. She's fucking scratching Doug. His collar's all stretched out. He got scratches on his neck. It's your fucking fault, Doug, you motherfucker. Kamala, stop. No, Kamala, stop. No, fuck you, Doug. Fuck you. I told you I didn't want to know fucking motherfucking president, motherfucker. Kamala, button your shirt. No, I don't give a fuck. Now look at my titties, everybody. No, I told him, I said, I don't want to run for no president. And he was like, fucking, and they were like, fucking. Kamala's fucking pants are around her ankles. She is making an ass of herself. Get off me! Get off, you fucking, you Secret Service! Like you want? Hey, come here! You want a secret, huh? I'll give you a secret, fucking Secret Service. Now get the fuck off of me! I'll give you a secret, huh? I fuck Doug. No, she's kidding. Come on, will you stop? No. I fuck him, and he likes it, and I pull on his hair and I fuck him. Woo! That girl is lit up from the tit up. Kamala's faded right now. That's why she can't come out. Fucking, she don't care about no results. She's shit faced. She's shit faced right now. Oh, fuck you, Doug. Woo! That's funny. Why wouldn't she stay? Wouldn't you stay? Tori D, knock it off. Are you ready, Tori? Man. But wouldn't you stay? You're running for president. This is a big deal. You've dedicated a few months to the campaign. You know, this is it. This is what you've been waiting for. This is the culmination. So wouldn't you stay? I wouldn't go anywhere. I would go absolutely nowhere until the results came in. Get me some pot of coffee. Give me a pot of coffee, some cigarettes. I don't even smoke. Give me some cigarettes. And we're staying until the results come in. What are you talking about? You're not going to hear from her. She shouldn't be going anywhere. The fuck? How do you do that? How do you go home on the night of your presidential election? Thought I could bring it back to life. How do you do that? This would be the one night you pull an all-nighter, right? Remember as a kid? I remember one time I was probably 13 or something like that. A friend of mine invited me to a church lock-in for New Year's, and we stayed up for 24 hours. And we were kids, candy and coffee and shit. How are we able to stay up and Kamala has to call it a night? Man. There we go. You think Trump's calling it a night? You think Trump's calling it a night? You think Trump's all tuckered out? Man, please. Trump is doing the damn thing. Stupid ass. She's gonna fucking. Oh, you won't hear from her tonight. You'll hear from her tomorrow. Keep your ass here. You come out and talk to these people. I want the janitor to be locking up and you're still there. Going to bed. You know, Trump ain't going nowhere. There's probably people around him. His team's probably asleep. His team's probably sleeping before him. And Kamala's not going to come out and talk to anybody. Okay. That's why your ass is going to lose, dummy. That's why you're going to lose. She'd have fell on the floor, her skirt. Well, she don't wear skirts. That's right. She wears the fucking pantsuits. She got one pant leg on, the other one off. No underwear. Showing that Indian monkey to everybody. Showing that fucking Indian clam to everybody in the room. I love it. I fucking love it, man. She's not going to come out and speak to you guys this evening. I apologize. She will see you in the morning.
In the Senate, not just for funsies, it's because there's a couple of Republicans in the Senate who would be potentially likely to buck Donald Trump if he were to win the White House on some issues. I'm thinking Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski. If Republicans can build up that margin, that won't matter quite as much.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're still waiting to see how this all plays out tonight. We've got more ahead. Let's check back right now with the presidential race and the road to 270.
Woo! Not looking good. Ooh, it is not looking good for you.
1 o'clock in the morning in the East.
You Ugandan nightmare, you. New York Times. Uh-oh. Guys, I'm not even gonna tell you. I'm gonna show you. I'll show you. So let me show you this. Let me show you this shit. Okay, New York Times. This is the needle, a little, gauge that's showing you the chances of Trump winning. It was 92. Now it is 93% chance. It is getting toward very likely that Trump is going to win the presidency and be the 47th president of these United States. Now, what I'm hoping for is that happens while I'm on here, because I would love to be sitting here live and say that Donald John Trump is the 47th president of the United States of America. Fuck you, Kamala. Oh, gives me chills. Gives me goosebumps. I hate when people say goose pimples, by the way, so don't start typing goose pimples in there in the chat. Can't stand when people say that shit. You got goose pimples. You got goose bumps. Fuckers like pimples. Anyway, it's just the kind of shit that upsets me. We'll go back to NBC, WNBC. I call him pig vomit because he looks like a pig and he makes me want to vomit. Pig vomit. What movie is that from? I'll give you a hint. They used to be hilarious. Now they're just on the receiving end of the glory hole for the left. No, Junior asked, I got goose eggs. That's different. I don't know what that is. Goose egg. That's definitely something different. Exactly, Craig. Private Parts. Oscar Gonzalez. Howard Stern. That's perfect. That's perfect. Because he looks like a pig and he makes him want to vomit. Pig vomit. Now, here we go. I knew somebody would go play in 8.4 seconds. Annalise says goose nips. Fuck, you guys can't take shit serious, can you? You guys can't take shit serious. I don't know why I try. Sharon Ogden, thank you, young lady, for the super sticker. Thank you very much. Yeah, he does suck. He deep throats. Okay, brother. Mike's House of Breaks says Trump has 120,000 vote lead in Wisconsin with 84% reporting. We'll go back to that real quick. We're going to go back to that lethal map. Yes, I come for you, lethal map. Junior S, thank you very much for the super sticker, brother. Tequila. Creole lady, you drinking tequila? Get it, girl. Thank you. The cat says, I too hate the term goose pimples. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's fucking talking about goose pimples. Free. Goose bumps. Aaron M, good question. He says, I wonder what Robert De Niro's up to. Man, you know his old ass is pissed. That's another one. That's another one. That's another person that I want to see just lose their shit when Trump is elected president. That's another Hollywood leftist. What was that? Pizzagate pervert, mouthy piece of shit. You know, they were like, hey, Robert, get your ass out there. We got some freaky ass videos of you doing shit too. Get on out there. Start talking shit. So we got 246 to 194. So it looks like Kamala picked up 5 more electoral votes. Smooth Operator says he's up to about 5'4". That piece of shit. Okay, NPR. You pissed me off before, but I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna give you another chance, NPR. I'm gonna give you one more fucking chance to update your shit, because they have a little graph where I can go state to state. Here we go. So now, okay, Wisconsin, he won Georgia, so that's a wrap. That's official. But now these states where he's leading in the pink are outlined in yellow. So what does that mean? So that's what it looks like in PA. He's either already won it or he's leading in all of these places. So it looks like he's definitely going to take Pennsylvania. But they have him at 246 and now 210 for Kamala. So it looks like hers hasn't moved. Yeah, so it looks like now Kamala's hasn't moved. And Trump has gone up by 16 points. So that's cool. So yeah, 210 to 246. Trump is definitely way closer. Arizona, let's see. Damn near tied in Arizona. He's up pretty good in Nevada, Wisconsin. Looks like he's going to take that. Michigan. I mean, it looks like he's going to take all these states. Let's see, 19, 55, 65, 70. So if he gets Pennsylvania, Michigan, it's over. If he gets Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, he's at 265. So if he took Arizona, I don't know if he'll take Arizona. It's still pretty much deadlocked. 49.2. Let's see. 49.9, 49.2. With half of the votes counted. So it could still go either way. But Pennsylvania is looking good. 89.9%. Michigan's looking good. Wisconsin's looking good. So, I mean, I don't want to say it. I don't want to jinx it. That's even a thing. Is there such thing as superstitions? But so it's looking like, yo. 246 to 194. Let's check in on the dummies, see what they're talking about.
To call right now with 92% of the vote in. Same story in Michigan, but we've been discussing how some of the trend lines are not positive for the vice president tonight. Michigan too close to call. Minnesota still too close to call at this hour. Of course, that's the home state of Governor Tim Walz, but too close to call right now with the what we have in here. Arizona too early to call, and in Wisconsin too close to call. So I think, Tom, you've got Wisconsin. Yeah, we'll give you a chance to do the.
You can hear it in their voice. They know they lost. Fucking love it.
WPA. Okay. Madison, this is Dane County. For Democrats right now, she's doing just fine here. 75% is where Biden was in 2020. With 95% of the vote, and she's at 75%. That's fine for her. Milwaukee, we're going to be waiting on the biggest city and the biggest county in Wisconsin for a few more hours, I would say, maybe more than that. She's at 66%. But again, 40% of the vote in Milwaukee is not in. This is a big Democratic county, so maybe she can run her numbers up there. But then when we look at the WOW counties here, Ozaki, this is the O in the WOW, 81%. Trump was at 55.2. He's almost matching where he was 4 years ago. Let's go over to Washington County, 68, overperforming there. Let's go down to Waukesha. Slightly underperforming, still some of the votes out there. But these two counties just south of Milwaukee, they're still part of the Milwaukee media market. Racine, 51%. He's overperforming there, but still half the vote is out there. And then Kenosha, 95% in, overperforming there as well. These are counties that were blue under Obama. Trump was able to flip them over and then hold them as well. We can go to the BOW counties now. This is around Green Bay. 56% Trump overperforming there. We'll come down. Sorry, let me go over here to Winnebago. 50, again, overperforming. And we go to Outagamie, again, slightly overperforming, guys. So as we study this map, let me go to some of the Democratic strongholds, see how she's doing. La Crosse, 95%. So look, it's a slight drop. But again, when we're talking about a margin of 20,000 votes, that's what it was in 2016 and 2020. You want to be on top. You want to be overperforming everywhere you look. She's about at the same mark, slightly higher, but not by much in Eau Claire. And then another one we're watching, Sauk. This is one of those bellwethers, 50%, matching Biden 4 years ago. 95% of the vote is in. And we'll look at Dorr. That's one we're watching. She's on top, but only by about 466 votes. It's unclear if he'll catch her. She may take Dorr County. It's still unclear in Wisconsin what's going to happen, guys.
All right, well, back with our panel now, including our guest, Jim Messina, former White House Deputy Chief of Staff under President Obama. Mark Lauder remains with us. He was part of the 2020 campaign for Donald Trump. Great to have you both here. Jim, when you see those trends that Tom has been walking through, and there's a consistent of underperformance, what does that tell you about the Harris campaign?
Well, the county that Tom just walked through that really scared me the most, I ran President Obama's campaign, and I was obsessed with Bucks County in Pennsylvania. Where Bucks County goes, we go. And we spent more time and resources there, and the Harris campaign did too. They had huge operations on the ground. The fact that they're not going to win Bucks County is really difficult and starts to say to folks, hey, we have a problem here. The other thing is there just may not be enough turnout in Philly to get there. And I've spent my entire adult life waiting for Philly to come in. I just have anger. I hate the Eagles.
All right, relax.
Exactly. But every 4 years we're having this discussion. Usually it's enough. 6 out of the last 7 elections, Democrats have won Pennsylvania. Tonight, we're not sure there's enough out there.
But we were having the discussion several times this evening about, has there been a failure to recognize that the electorate is changing, that everything you think you may have known doesn't represent what we see today?
Well, what those numbers show me tonight is Democrats have a rural problem. We are absolutely bleeding votes in historic numbers. Barack Obama did very well in rural America. It started with Hillary. Biden did a little bit better. But when you look at the numbers, what's happening tonight, the gender gap is there. Women are performing in the suburbs. That's not the problem. The problem is we're just doing 2 to 4 points worse in rural, and we're not getting the big turnout in the cities because we're bleeding some of the young voters you guys have been talking about.
But also, Donald Trump keeps finding more voters in these rural areas. I mean, I think there's, you often hear in these political shows that you all host, you hear about the ceiling that Donald Trump has. He can't get over 48. He can't get over 49%. He's found more voters, and we're seeing it tonight when he's overperforming in some of these ruby red rural districts.
Which, by the way, for the third time you run for president, that just never happens.
Yeah.
And I really do think that his campaign has figured out a way to do this and really target.
Just fucking say it. Just say it. You guys lost. Oh, I love it. Bright Lord says 107 on the East Coast. You guys are late. Love it. Lou Pasternak says, is Whoopi Goldberg on watch? I don't know. Please take her shoelaces and her belts. That's all I'm going to say. Take her shoelaces and her belts. Any stools or chairs that are in there, remove them. Yeah, man. Said Fox is showing 248 to 216. Excuse me. Yeah, somebody mentioned Obama. Poor guy. Imagine what's going to happen to his little sphincter if Kamala loses. Big Mike is not going to be happy. Big Mike was planning on getting back, maybe get on their staff, getting back in the White House a little bit, getting some power, maybe lobby for Ku Klux trans members to be in women, for men to be in women's sports. Mike had plans. And if that doesn't happen, man, old Barry's going to pay. Oh, please, Mike, no, you have that look in your eye and a bottle of Astroglide in your large right hand. Please take it easy on my butthole. He won't. That's the last thing I'm going to do, motherfucker. So, for the sake of Barack Obama's turd cutter, you better hope Trump don't win. You're going to pay, Barry. You're going to pay. Let me see. Let me check out Fox. Let me go back, check the needle. The New York Times needle. Ooh, wee. You guys got to see this. You guys got to see this shit. So the New York Times needle. What does it say? No, that's Roy, are you imitating the natural living man? Who is that? I don't know, but that's my version of Barack Obama. Because I figure if I can't do a good Barack Obama, I don't really work on it. I'm working more on my Trump, but I don't really work on it. So I figure if I can't do it really good, I'll just do it really bad. Here it is. Very likely that Trump is going to win. We finally made it into very likely 95% chance of victory. It's very likely. You see it right there in red that Trump is going to be president. But again, I want it to be official before I shout it from the fucking rooftops. And I will. And you will too. It's going to be like midnight on New Year's Eve. You're going to go outside to hear all the gunshots. Maybe shoot yours off too. Okay, so that's what that gold ring means. Swing state. Uh-oh. So Trump there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 swing states. Trump has 1, 2, 3, 4 officially, and possibly fucking 5 more. So possibly all of them. He could possibly take all of the swing states. Pennsylvania, 89.9% of the votes are in, 51.2 to 47.8. So if that's the case, if he's at 246 right now, plus 19, that's 255. That's pretty much in the bank. We got it, people. We got it. I'm not going to say it officially, but I think we got it. Michigan, about 60% is in, but he's whooping her. Wisconsin, 84.4 in. So, whew. All right. So we saw the needle. Love the needle. It's very likely 95%. I got Tory D in the building.
I'm here. Can you hear
Tori,
me?
what up? Yeah. What's up? How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you? What's going on? What's popping? I haven't been paying attention.
What? Yeah, right. Yeah,
I
right.
don't. I don't. I don't know. I've been watching YouTube movies. Tell me, who's winning? Am I going to lose my right to off my child?
You're gonna lose your right to rub your child out. I don't. Probably.
Really?
He's. Yeah, he's gonna send stormtroopers into your house, and they're gonna take away all your rights.
Isn't that horrible? Like that's been the basis of this election is abortion.
Yeah, that's really sick. And what I've said about it is I just don't think abortion is a major voting issue until I don't think it'll ever be a major issue, but it's not really important to people until it's important to you, until like it affects your life. But yeah, of course it's terrible to be able to just snuff out a kid all willy-nilly. Just because it's tiny doesn't mean you should be able to kill it. But as weird as it sounds to say, it shouldn't be a major voting issue. It's already the Supreme Court already passed it back to the states. It's a non-issue. So I don't even know why it is an issue. And I said the word issue too much. But what do you think? Where do you think abortion is on the scale of important things to vote about?
It shouldn't be at all. You should know how to keep your legs closed and know who you're ejaculating in at the end of the day. We're adults, right? So if you're able to vote, like how many times do we have to talk about this? It's like we're adults. If you're 18 and up, you should know that it's a slight possibility that if you put your penis or you open your legs to a penis, you might get pregnant. That's
Wait,
what sex is. That's yeah. So we know that, right?
Wait a minute. So when a
but I
man
guess
and a
people
woman
don't know that.
So when a man and a woman love each other, they lay down.
Or they don't even have to love each other, I guess. Like it's 2024. So I guess
that's
there's no
true.
love involved anymore.
That's true. We don't even need to exchange names, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with this whole I think you called it adulthood. Is that what you referred to it as?
Yeah,
Being
I
an
think
adult?
it's adulthood. Yeah.
So with that comes a lot of responsibility. No pun intended. Get it? So it comes along with tons of responsibility. There are a lot of things that you're responsible for: your safety, housing, feeding yourself, not creating other human beings, and things of that nature. So you're saying if people weren't so reckless with their crotchal region, then this whole abortion thing wouldn't be an issue.
It would be a moot point, completely moot point. Yeah, you have to take responsibility for your actions in the bedroom.
You know what? I don't know if I believe him. I don't want to. I hope that it's just a byproduct of this attention culture that we live in, with everybody having a phone, everybody having
Wait,
Instagram
you don't believe
or whatever.
what?
I'm just
Believe
saying.
the people?
No, but when speaking specifically about abortion, I just saw one today where this girl, this young, early 20s, late teens girl, was at a concert, and she said it was something like, this was the last concert I went to before I killed my baby, but at least my baby got to hear so and so live before some shit. Like it was fucking sick. So what I'm saying is these girls who are on here saying these horrific things about how flippant they are about abortion, like, oh yeah, I killed my baby and then I went out to eat. And there was one where this gay dude he was documenting going with his friend to snuff out her baby, and it was like, we're going to get lattes and we're eating for 3 for now. Like that really sick shit. Is that just an attention grab? Is that a byproduct of what we're living in now? Or do you think these people are possibly for real? Have they been desensitized?
Yeah, both. I think it's desensitized. Yeah, yeah. I think they've been desensitized, but they're also trying to make up for what they know is a complete sin for like with humor. Like they think it's funny. They think
Mhm.
it's funny to off a child. I saw. I think we were talking about it last time. Um, the I forget the Live Nation. I think is that the abortion people that they go around and they ask questions and they asked a whole bunch of people on the street if they think that women should have the right to abortion, and then they showed videos of what it actually is, and everybody changed their mind. They were like, "Oh my!" Some people were brought to tears from it, like, "Oh, that's
Mhm.
what it is." Like, what did you think it was? Like, so people are just
Yeah.
naive because that's how we're brought up. We're brought up in the school system. The public school system teaches us that, that's your number one option and the best thing to do is if you can't afford a baby, then just kill it, but keep having sex. Don't figure out what the root cause of the issue is. Um but yeah. So I don't know. I think it's a mix of everything. Like people think it's funny
Hmm.
and they don't see it as a baby, they see it as a clump of cells still because they're still in that retardation of public school system.
Yeah. I think you're right, unfortunately. But back to that responsibility thing we're talking about, not only as adults, but as parents, you have responsibilities as well. All the ones that come with adulthood, plus the ones that you gain when you do have kids. So we do have the power to change that, even though your children may go to a public school and they may go to a public school that's on some bullshit. As a parent, if you stay
Mhm.
involved and you stay vigilant and you talk to your kids and you find out what were you talking about and they tell you and you're like, well, no, actually that's bullshit. Actually, it's this and here's this and this and that. Then you can combat a lot of that. And then you turn your child into someone who is in a sea of dummies and they know it. Like they're not believing that shit. They're not being influenced by it. They know, oh, because I talked to my parents, because my parents talk to me and tell me the truth, I know that what I'm hearing here is absolutely
Yeah.
ridiculous.
When Planned
So,
Parenthood comes to your high school, yeah. No, my mommy taught me.
no, yeah,
Hey,
fuck all that.
I was indoctrinated. I can't hate on these kids who don't know any better.
Mhm. I think we all were.
What are you smoking on?
A cigar,
Okay.
a stogie, as they say. You thought I was puffing on a victory blunt or something?
That was a Black and Mild. I'm just kidding.
No, of course you
Good
did.
tip. I'm just kidding. I
Of course you did. No,
didn't.
it's fine. It's all been documented. Don't worry about it. I'll have my lawyers in touch with you in 24 hours.
Okay.
But it does say that it's still at 95% that Trump is very likely, this according to the New York Times.
They're gonna call it tonight, though.
I mean, it's looking like it. If he's at already at almost 250 electoral votes, and he only has to
I
get to
don't believe it.
270. I mean, I know we can't believe it until it happens, which is sad.
Mhm.
But even these jackasses on NBC, you can hear it in their voice. And Kamala's like one of her second in command or whatever already came out and said that she's not going to speak to them tonight, that she'll speak in the morning. So that's definitely a sign of, ooh, we got fucked up. But this right here, this is footage of the Trump party, election party. People still looking pretty happy. You see some people swaying, dancing to the music. Looks like there's a lot of money in that room. Probably, yeah. People look happy. It looks like a good mood.
What? Trump is there?
No. I think this is at the Trump headquarters, so he's probably there
Oh,
somewhere.
okay.
But he might speak. So if he does, we'll cut to that. But it looks like we won the Senate and the House
Candace is
so
talking on
far.
Instagram.
I love Candace Owens. She's cool.
I know.
I'm friends with B. Tatum, and I don't want to, ask him for anything. But man, if I could get a sit down with Candace Owens, that would be something. That would be crazy.
I definitely like
Extremely
99% of her stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, what do you not like?
She doesn't like pit bulls. She did a video on that, and I was like, ugh. And then I think there's something about hunting in Africa, something about that, and I was turned off for like a week. But then I was like, Whatever.
I'm not.
You know.
I don't like hunting the hunting of meat eaters, bears, shit like that. Like, if it's a mountain lion or a coyote or something, yeah, they're fucking with your livestock. Yeah, blow that thing away.
Yeah, I
But
think it was like beautiful animals that she was hunting or something.
yeah, if it's like lions and shit like that, I'm not down for that.
Yeah.
But this looks like Trump's at 247 now. She's at 214. But I too do not like pit bulls.
You don't like pit bulls?
No, fucking hate them.
Bullshit.
I'm serious. I know you have what,
Sure.
2 of them? I mean, I'm sure
I
your
don't know
pits are
what they
cool.
are, but yeah,
Yeah, yours
I
are definitely
understand.
mixed.
Yeah, and I understand that like they are stronger than other dogs. I mean, obviously, the owners have to be well aware of that and their strength.
Mhm.
They can't just take them to a dog park and let them off leash, or a
Yeah,
kid park and let them off leash. You have to be aware of your surroundings, but
yeah, and you can't
it
be
ain't the
some
dog.
fucking 5'2" fucking 90-pound girl with yoga pants on, the ones that fucking like accentuate your butt cheeks, and walking around with some fucking yoked up fucking 95-pound pit bull that could pull you around like nothing. And I see we have some pit lovers in here. That's cool. Whatever, you guys love them.
Exactly.
I don't. That's cool.
I rescue pits too.
You'd
I love pit bulls.
rescue a crocodile. You
I
would
would.
rescue anything.
I
Here,
would.
buddy. Come here, you 15-foot crocodile. I'll take care of you.
I
No,
definitely would, man.
don't do that, Tori. Don't take the Steve Irwin way out.
No, I'm
Don't do it.
smart about it. Steve was a dumbass.
R.I.P. Look at that. Look at that, Rob. That was crazy.
Yeah, no, he was
was
definitely wow.
fucking, oh my God. That dude's
Tammy killed my
nuts.
pit bull. What about the why is this squirrel thing like becoming political?
Oh, I guess the guy
'Cause Trump made a statement about it, right?
yeah. Well, I mean, it's fucked
Okay.
up. The government went in there and they were mad because uh the squirrel was living inside the house. Like, who gives a shit? Who cares that the
Oh yeah,
squirrel
no.
was living in the house? And they took the squirrel and the raccoon and they euthanized them.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy had like found, I guess, the squirrel. The mom got killed. He took the baby home and fostered it and all this stuff. And it would do tricks online, and she'd have this whole little career for this thing. And the state of New York was like, nope, you can't have those critters inside those 4 walls. And they took them, fucking killed them.
So it was New York. In New York,
Yeah,
they don't do
the
anything
state
about
of
their
New York.
bums and okay.
No.
You can do crack on the street. You can do crack on the street, but you can't have a squirrel in your house. Okay.
Yeah, you can jump a police officer. You can be here illegally, jump a police officer, kick him in the head twice, but you better not have no damn varmints in your house. We got to draw the line somewhere. Pissing and shitting in public, yes. Critters, little cute animals in your house that don't bother anybody, fuck no. They need to die. Yeah, man, killed his little animals, man. That's fucked up. Why you gotta kill them? Oh, I guess one of the agents got bit. But hey, don't you just like put your finger in your mouth and suck the blood? It's a squirrel. It's not a fucking
he got
Rottweiler.
4 boosters. He got 4 boosters, and he's worried about a squirrel bite.
You should be fine. All the shots they took, that should cover everything. You should be good to go. Oh, it got bit by a squirrel and they killed it. Yeah, so that's fucked up, man. Oh yeah, I guess so. He put a tiny MAGA hat on the squirrel, so I guess he was a Trump supporter.
Oh, that's horrible.
Okay, that is horrible. Like, piece of shit. Okay, so they're saying Newsmax called it for Trump.
What?
So,
oh, like the whole thing?
Yeah, let me see if I can find that. Has him at 247, or NPR has him at 247, her at 214. My mom just texted me, you up?
Your mom? Where's she at?
She's in Tennessee. I love my mom.
What time is it over there?
Oh, they're 3 hours ahead, so it's going on. It's almost 1:30.
So the next 4 years? I mean, either way, no matter who wins, it's going to be a comedy show for the next 4 years, right?
I don't think so. I think if Trump wins, it's a comedy show in our favor, because
right. But either way, we're going to be laughing at that hoe.
Oh yeah, for sure. I can't. Let me see if I can find it. Newsmax.
Dang, your mom is up?
Yeah, she's
It's
watching this stuff
1:30
too.
over there.
Mom's a trooper. My mom did 10 years in the army.
Oh, so she's conservative. She's Republican.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Mom don't mess around. But yeah, she's texting me, you up? See, I don't know. I can't find anything. Let me look on my phone because for some reason, sometimes you get two search results.
Oh, just Pennsylvania has been called.
Well, that's cool.
So does that
That's
mean
nice.
that means he won, right? I mean, that's pretty much like in the bag.
Pretty much. Pretty much. But that still doesn't put him at 270, but it might put it out of reach for.
I'm gonna miss Kamala though.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know, I enjoy watching her. I think like her last little speech that she tried to become like a preacher, it was really interesting. She looked like a lizard. Like she looked like a lizard folk. What do we call those people? The slimy, you know what I'm saying? Like she looked like she wasn't a real human when she was doing her like her.
Oh, and joy will come
Yes,
in
that
the
one.
morning.
That was creepy and enjoyable.
That
Really
was
good.
that was wild. That was wild as hell. That was like one of the craziest things she's done yet.
Yeah.
Is
Out of all the
that
actions,
shit.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
And
one was
joy
that
will
was
come in
wild.
the morning, you motherfucker. I was like, are you serious? What?
You motherfucker.
Joe, I was like, get the fuck out of here. But you know, the people in the audience were just just fucking eating that shit up. Like I would
What about the
laugh.
one? What about when she? Okay, I have a. What about the one where she pretended like she was on a call and then her camera app opened?
Oh yeah, I saw that today.
But
I saw
can't
that.
you be on the phone though and open your camera app? Like, so couldn't that have been like still real?
I guess, but why would her camera app be on and she's on a phone call?
Because she's a retard and she's just like,
That's true
and then,
too.
you know, so I'm like,
So let's check this out. That's Newsmax on X. Right there. They're calling it. They say Trump has won. So let me scroll up here.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't get your hopes up.
Hold on.
I don't know, man.
It says current electoral count, Trump 270, Kamala 213. So let's see. Live now on the verge of a return to the White House, President Donald Trump speaks with supporters at Palm Beach Convention Center early Wednesday morning. Ooh. Let's see.
Are we sure?
Hold on. Hold on. I'm checking all these different places. So here, let's check in with NBC. Let's check in with Peppermint Patty, Jen Psaki, Miss Circle Back. And let's see what they're saying live. Let's see what comes out of their fucking mouths.
Hit on his campaign theme.
I mean, let's remember we have seen him on the national stage for 8 years. I mean, I covered him in the White House. We covered him in White House Together. We covered him in the campaign. We know who this person is. He's been president before. He's been a presidential candidate before, and we know what his message tends to be. He's done it over and over in this campaign, and that is a message that is darker, that casts America as a dangerous place, a place that only he can fix. Somebody who, as we talk about rhetoric, just called Nancy Pelosi as crazy as a bed bug just recently, right? So let's just remember that is some of the look to make I'm not even going to say the word pivot, but perhaps extend an olive branch. Maybe. I mean, listen, I don't have a crystal ball.
He has an imagination.
To that point, I mean, remember after the horrific assassination attempt against him, the Republican National Convention,
shut up.
and
like you
all
give
of
a
the reporting. In fact, everything that he was saying was,
He himself said it.
He said it. Yes, he said, I am going to deliver a unifying speech, and it was for part of the speech, but then it quickly became a very familiar. Almost speech that you would hear on the campaign trail.
Well, that's what he ran for, and is perhaps going to prevail on that very way of being. I don't know that he would have any incentive to change unless, he had felt in the moment some magnanimity towards.
I will make one bold
Other-
prediction, though, Savannah.
Yeah.
I predict that he won't say that anybody cheated.
Well, remember though, he
shut
even
up,
my
after
you
God.
bitch.
2016, he
That was
still made
just-
confounded
that was
claims.
just
Scumbag.
So win or lose, it is something that he has a pattern of doing.
I remember in days after the 2016 election, he and his staff summoned network anchors, executives for an off-the-record meeting at Trump Tower. And
Tiny
it was
hat.
off the record, so I won't go deeply into it. But to say
For
we were
Trump
to be a
Trump?
reset
Yeah.
meeting, it was not.
Well, and that I think
She got chewed out.
You got you.
Sounds like it. I'm like, let me leave. I wasn't there.
Between the lines on that one.
Yes, we,
Yeah.
we were kind of told what time it was.
Yeah.
Well, just to speak to that, I mean, again, we don't have to rehash all of it here, and we're still waiting for Pennsylvania to be called, but he is somebody who has called journalists the enemies of the people. Just at a
You
rally
are.
recently, he talked about being surrounded by bulletproof glass, and that if somebody wanted to come after him in a attempted assassination again, they'd have to shoot through the media first, and he'd be okay with that. His campaign tried to suggest that's not what he said, but that is the kind of language
That's
that we have heard
hilarious.
from him
Well,
consistently.
and remember how he launched his campaign, vowing
Oh, looking
retribution.
good. People are looking
And in
happy.
recent
She's like, yeah, we
weeks
can
and
hook up
days, we've
tonight.
heard him talk about
So yeah,
his
your
political
hotel is
rivals
mine.
as being the enemy from
I
within.
can get
His
abortion.
vice presidential
She's about to
nominee,
get
J.D.
blown
Vance,
out
has spent a
tonight.
lot of time answering for that in interviews that he has done.
Well, just to bring everybody up to date, 1:30 on the East Coast, and we are awaiting Donald Trump, who's expected to speak at the Trump headquarters in West Palm Beach, Florida. Battlegrounds remain to be called, and so there still is a narrow path. Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania for Kamala Harris. But the trend lines and the reason you're hearing this tone from Democrats and Republicans alike is the trend lines are indicating that it will be a
Say
Trump
it.
victory, but this has not been called yet. So you have
Say it,
the op-
bitch. Say it.
No,
It's
she just
gonna
said it
be a
hasn't even
Trump-
been called yet.
Yeah, but she said that look, it's trending. It's gonna be a Trump victory. Fucking whore. But
Well, everybody's saying that he won. So.
everybody's saying that's it. So we'll
Yeah.
go back to Newsmax.
Sheesh. That means he won by a lot because if it was close, you know that they'd rig it. You know that they would.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't think
So you
that
know
it
he won by a
was.
landslide.
I don't think it was close last time. I don't think it was close in 2020.
I don't
Well,
know,
that's what
man.
they're
You put too
saying.
much. You put too much into people. People are really dumb.
They are. They are. Oh man, they are. And just when you're giving them hope, just when you think we're turning some kind of evolutionary corner and people are finding, oh, no, there they go again. Nope. Nope. Damn it. I tried. No, man, I can't wait. I can't wait until he gets up there. Until, you know what I really want to hear? And for a while, I don't know how long after the 2016 election when he won, I don't remember for how long I did it, but I would go back and watch the videos of the fucking people like this, like NBC, saying, well, you know, Donald Trump, he has to win North Carolina. If he doesn't win North Carolina and blah, 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 he can't do it. This just in, he just won North Carolina. And they're going one by one through all these fucking states that he had to win to get in. And he was winning all of them. And they had to sit there and put, like, stuff the napkin in their shirt because they're fucking without manners and decorum. And they just stuffed the napkin in their shirt and they had to eat crow in front of the world and say that Donald Trump was president. And that fucking girl was like, no! I used to love watching those. And it looks like we're going to get to do it again. But I don't want to say for sure. But yeah, NBH, Kamala got smoked. Yeah, she got fucked up. And she never led all night long. She never led. She wasn't even close all night long. So my mom says, she says, okay, we're watching you, Fox, and he got Pennsylvania. So I think that's probably what did it. Hi, Mom. If you're watching, love you.
Hi, Mom.
But yeah,
Mom
this is great, man.
Mom is on point.
Mom, this is where I got it from. My mom and my dad, you know, they never
Thank God.
ever. I never had a red pill moment. I never had a need. My parents were all about
Lucky you.
Good or bad, it's on you. If you do well, you get all the praise. If you do bad, you got to pay. You know, my parents never gave me no victim bullshit, no white man and blah, blah. And you got to work twice as hard as the white man and all this bullshit. Never. So shout out to my mom and my dad for never saddling me with that nonsense that I would need to, you know, work my way out of when I got older. But like you said before, you know, and in case you guys don't know, I interviewed Tori D on my YouTube channel, Green's House, and we covered a wide variety of things: her upbringing, her career choice as a police officer. Was it Chula Vista? In Chula Vista, California. That's in SoCal. And yeah, Tori was lost in the forest of leftism.
Of bears and men.
Yeah, what would you rather be in the forest with? A bear or a man? Definitely a bear, because a bear's not going to sexually assault me and then blame me for it. Yeah, it's just going to rip your intestines out through your nostrils, you idiot. But you know, Tori was on the left, but fortunately, she is not anymore. She saw the light. She saw the truth. And I think the biggest or the best thing that came out of it was that you decided to do your homework. You heard what one side was saying and you believed it for a long time. And there was somebody who was close to you who was helping with this indoctrination, but you had the sense to say, well, let me do some homework. Let me see, let me fact check you, you know, before it was cool to fact check. But let me see if what you're saying is really true. And you found out, wow, you guys are full of shit. And here you are. Yep. So I'm glad that you took that yoke from around your neck of the stupid left. And let me say what's up to Joe Mello. Good looking out, man. What's up, Joe Mello? He says, hey, Jericho, it's been a long time. Trump. That's right, man. Look at that. Trump brought us back together. Trump is bringing people together. I love it. I saw somebody when we were on, Tori was on the live with me and Gian on IG the other day, and she was talking about how she sees the Kamala supporters down there. She lives in Southern California, and she sees them down there in force. And I saw one today. I saw a lady, she had I voted sticker, and she had a Trump Walls t-shirt on. I was like, are you fucking serious? You wear that?
Kamala?
Yeah, she had a Kamala Walls shirt on, and then she had the little I voted sticker. I was like, woman, you are disgusting.
No, I know. I went to a wedding. Did I tell you about the wedding and how it was like all Marines? And the Marine wife was like talking about how her son might get into the military, and I'm like, you know, assuming that she's a Trumper Republican. And it was a friend's wedding. I didn't know the couple, but my friend wanted me to go. And so I went, and she was talking about her son, and I said, well, I don't know, maybe it's not a good time right now because Kamala might win and we'll be in forever war, right? And she's like, oh, hold on, we're a Kamala household, so we're not going to talk about that right now. And I was like, okay, well, first of all, I'm not going to argue with somebody at a wedding, but like, you know, she was an acquaintance before, but we hung out at the wedding the whole time. And I was just thinking, man, these people are everywhere, and you don't even, because this is a straight up, I mean, her husband was in Afghanistan, has severe PTSD. I mean, he has been through it in the Marine Corps. And they're a Kamala household. I mean, who runs that house? Obviously her. But I was shocked. I was shocked. And then she's posting on Instagram like every day about Kamala, decency, abortion. Like, ma'am, what are you doing? But it's everywhere. It's not just these liberal cities. It's conservative areas too. I mean, you would suspect a Marine family is a conservative family, right? But
they're not about the bullshit, but I guess they are.
It's everywhere. I wonder what these signs are. Are they going to take down their signs tomorrow? Are they taking them down right now? The Kamala signs
they
that are
better.
everywhere in my neighborhood?
They're outside in the cold right now, ripping those signs out.
Because I make sure my dogs piss
ripping
on
those
their
signs
lawns every
out
time
of the
we
ground.
walk by.
Yeah, make sure you give them, feed them a bunch of stuff that makes them have to shit, and make sure it's a watery shit so they can't scoop it up. It's disgusting. I mean, really, I mentioned this earlier at the beginning, before you came on, but I know that, of course, I'm biased to Trump. You know, I'm obviously a Trump supporter. I want him to win, but she's not a good candidate. She was not a good candidate. She was unlikable. She was not good on the fly. She just repeated this. You know, you've seen the montages of her saying the same thing everywhere she goes. You've seen her fail at answering simple questions. She was just not a good candidate. I wish that the Democrats had their version of Trump, or had somebody who had policies and was going to do shit and who cared about America. I think the American people deserve two candidates, and I wouldn't be mad there were more than two. But we deserve, in the current system, we deserve two candidates who both want America to do well. Maybe one person has a different version of us doing well, and the other one has their version. But in both versions, we're doing well. And in this case, one version, we're doing great. Here's what I'm going to do, because I'm going to do it because I've already done it. Here's what I'm going to do day one. Here are the policies. Here's how I'm going to make money. Here's what I'm going to do about these wars. And the other one was like, I came from a middle-class family, and ha, 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 ha. Like, that's it. You fucking suck. And you didn't earn it. Trump took out his opponents and made it. Yeah, they put you there. They put you there. You didn't even work for it.
I guess RFK. I mean, but no, he didn't run as a Dem.
No, he's an independent. I like RFK. What do you think of? What do you think of RFK? What do you think of him?
I think he's super left. I think he's super left on a lot of topics, but I do appreciate his knowledge on vaccines and pharma. So hopefully I don't know, Trump puts him in the FDA or something to overlook what we're putting in our grocery stores. Like, we're one of the only countries that allows these nasty ingredients in our stuff. So hopefully he gets control of that. I mean, like I said before, I didn't like Trump on the whole vaccine stuff and how he handled COVID. So hopefully he learned his lesson and has Kennedy actually do something for those topics. And the childhood, I think they just added like 3 more vaccines to the childhood lineup, or whatever they call it. Like 3 more to add to the hundreds that they already get, or 80, however many. So hopefully he does something for that, because I've had friends who have had to move to different states just to make sure that their kids aren't getting vaccinated, because they had to get them to be in public schools in California. So we'll see. Yeah, I like him on those topics, but he's real leftist on like the whole climate change narrative. He's real left on like reparations, equality, feminism, all that stuff. He's real lefty on that. So,
well, I did hear Trump talking about picking different people in his cabinet, why he picked the people that he picked or allowed to stay over during his presidency. And that's one of the first things he's going to change. So I do like to hear that. And I like to think that Trump is such, I hate to use that alpha male, but he's used to being in charge. He's used to being in control. So I think even though RFK Jr. might be left on some things, the things that you mentioned, and maybe some other things, I think that Trump is going to just use him for that. Right? Like, I know you believe this and you think that, but I just need you to get on the FDA and these dyes and all this poisonous shit that's in our food. That I hope he just uses him for that. And
great.
Yeah, you need good people around you, but when it's all said and done, he has the final word. So take all those people's opinions and expertise into consideration. But at the end of the day, I can't believe I hate when people say that. But you have the final say. At the end of the day, make the right. Oh, I fucking hate that.
Why?
You know what? At the end of the day, I fucking hate that. Oh, I don't know why. It just bugs me. I don't know why I said
it.
Facts. I'm gonna cut myself. I'm gonna cut myself later for saying that. So let's check back with NPR. Trump got Nebraska.
So it's called or it's not called? Is it called or is it called?
It's not. It depends on where you go. We saw on Newsmax on Twitter, they called it for Trump. But you can see right here. I think NBC's just holding out. They're just like, I don't want to call it for that motherfucker. They just don't want to.
They're because they're getting views right now. They're getting it's all about views. That's all.
And they want Trump. They hate him, but they want him. They need him. Because when Trump's in, they can go nuts on all kinds of conspiracy theories. He's talking shit about him. So yeah, they need him.
Yeah.
They don't want him, but they need him. And they need to update that damn total and call this shit. Let's check in with them. Oh, they're going to commercial. I see the camera pulling
So Trump
out.
can only do 4 years now, right? Because he's already done 4 years. So
That's
he
it.
Can't do...
Yeah, he can only.
Dang.
But Tori, we're hoping after he goes, then JD Vance will step up and be like, yo, I got you for another 8 player. And then maybe after that 8, Vivek Ramaswamy, he's like, yo, I can give you 8. What's up?
Mr.
So
China?
We're gonna have a little run here. What's wrong with Vivek Ramaswamy? I know he had
business in China.
Was it like some tech shit?
It was pharma shit, actually. But yeah, like he sold a company, or he bought a company that I'm not even gonna speak on it. I don't know much about it, but it was pharma, and then he sold it for a high price, and then I don't know. It was like it was corrupt. It was corrupt, and it was done in China, and then he talked shit about China. So very interesting character, but no, he's a smart guy. He's smart.
Yeah, very smart. You know, I don't think anybody's clean at this point.
Yeah.
But I do like RFK doing his thing with the health, and I like Elon Musk being in charge of the government waste commission or something like that, where he's going to look at all these government programs. Yeah. So Trump is going to have Elon Musk look at the government programs and basically trim the fat, get rid of things, downsize.
Oh, Elon Musk is going to do that?
Yeah.
What qualifies him to do that?
Well, I mean, he's the head of
Smart.
Some of the most successful businesses in history. But PayPal, fucking some other one, Tesla, of course, SpaceX. I'd let him be in charge of running my business for sure.
His brain chip is okay.
But this is what he's going to do. So Trump is going to have Tulsi Gabbard, RFK, and fucking Elon Musk in his cabinet. Yeah, working for him. So hey, but he's going to be in charge of trimming government spending and basically opening the books like Trump did to a certain extent. Opening the books and saying, what the fuck are we spending money on? Nope. Get rid of that, cut that in half, get rid of that completely. So hey, and you know, Elon Musk, he's a little, you know, high functioning Asperger's or some shit like that. So that's what you need. You want somebody who's just going to obsess over that shit. And he also said that he's okay. And that's, you know, I've heard different things about him, but he also said that because the left basically took his child away from him and all that non-binary shit and hormone blockers and all that, it's his mission to destroy, what do you call it, the left mind virus. So, hey, I'm all for that too. Destroy those motherfuckers. Shima 60 or 86, thank you for the Hamilton. Say they F up and got rid of Sleepy Joe and installed this cackling DEI hire. They couldn't have a primary and choose anyone else because it would expose the racists they truly are. Yeah, for sure. They had to put her in there. And just think how bad it was where they picked her. Like, holy shit, her? See you fucking picked? Oh my God.
Judge Joe Brown, did you see where he spoke a lot about her and Obama? He probably persuaded some lefties.
Oh yeah, and he has no filter whatsoever.
I love it.
Whatsoever. I was on a panel with him a few years ago. That dude is raw.
Oh really?
He is fucking raw. Hell
dude,
yeah.
He's great.
Aaron M says, I kind of feel bad for Joe Biden. What? Oh, yeah, she definitely got California. For sure. The whole left coast.
But it was close. Was it not
No,
close?
they got-
I,
they-
didn't, I didn't catch those numbers.
Oh yeah, it closed. Yeah, but they got California a long time ago.
Mm.
Long time ago. That's that's a wrap for California. Let's see. Let me turn on the volume and see what's going on here. Are they
Did
celebrating?
we find out about other
Perhaps
shit?
that's exactly what it will be. However, NBC News has not projected or made those final calls. Let's take a pause right here and give a chance to other stations to join.
In the second administration, your thoughts, 30,000 feet of those
Projected winner what?
Indictments, 2 assassination attempts.
Welcome back to NBC News election night coverage, 2024 election. This is the scene at Trump headquarters in West Palm Beach. Celebration has broken out. The crowd now eagerly awaiting what they hope and believe will be an appearance by Donald Trump. The stage is set. We understand the glass teleprompter has been installed around the podium, so all seems to be in readiness.
By the way, we saw the crowds cheering a few moments ago. Another network has called the race for Trump, which explains the cheers inside the headquarters. We have not. Just a reminder, our decision desk, which is in Philadelphia, crunches those numbers. And the motto there is they don't need to be first, they need to be right. And we
that Joe
really
Biden?
do exercise an abundance of
Joe
caution.
Somebody I'm looking for here, and I don't know if he's in the
Congratulations.
convention center or if he's still at Mar-a-Lago with former President Trump, is Elon Musk, because he potentially may have ended up being a factor in this race if in
Hell
fact
yeah,
he
he
do call
was.
Pennsylvania for former President Trump. He created this super PAC, put a ton of money behind Donald Trump in this state, did that very controversial $1 million a day giveaway to people who would sign a petition arguing for, First and Second Amendment rights, et cetera. I think it was something like $118 million that he poured into this race
Damn.
behind former President
Chump
Trump and has
change.
become a very close ally of his. It speaks to what we've been talking about. Young men, there's this picture, Mar-a-Lago, Elon Musk, Dana White, UFC guy, out there with
Well, by the
Donald
way,
Trump.
speaking of, first of all, Elon Musk hours ago tweeted or X'd or whatever you call it now.
Whatever you
game,
call
set,
it,
match. So he's
bitch.
already been feeling that victory. But let's talk about RFK, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Has stated that Donald Trump promised to give him everything having to do with healthcare in the government. So we'll see if he keeps that promise.
And he is, again, a very controversial figure here, talking about children's health. He's big in the sort of anti-vaccine movement. Former President Trump has said just recently that he would be in favor of him sort of being in position. Remember, there's also this interesting dynamic where RFK ended up on the ballot in one of these blue wall states. You saw former President Trump traveling with him to Michigan and Wisconsin. It seems like to remind people, no, he's with me, right? Put my name at the top of the ticket, not RFK Jr.'s, but he has been brought into the Trump fold as well.
Well, Elon Musk is so fascinating because he was actually in charge of part of the Get Out the Vote effort. And Trump campaign officials, and I interviewed Caroline Lovett today and asked
John
about this.
Boyd?
She said,
Oh,
look,
John
it's
Boyd and
unconventional.
RFK?
This is what we're doing.
Angelina
The
Jolie's
campaign is
daddy?
also involved. But the bottom line, it seems to have worked, at least in some of these states that we've called so far.
We just saw the actor John Boyd among those gathered waiting to hear from President Trump. I think we have former President Trump, Garrett Haake at Trump headquarters in West Palm. Are you getting any guidance on the timing?
Savannah, I've got nothing but bad news for you. I have no guidance. And in fact, Trump campaign officials who are texting me back have no guidance. So we're all in a bit of a waiting period here for the former president, I think, to make the decision to come speak. You mentioned another network having called this race. Obviously, not a decision we have made. NBC News not making any projection, but I do think that will weigh on Trump's thinking now that his audience here in the room believes he has won. I've not laid eyes on Elon Musk yet, but I have seen Tucker Carlson, who was part of the sort of core group of folks at the Mar-a-Lago party earlier this evening. Everyone who was there has decamped for the convention center. So really...
Shut up, asshole. Let me go, let me find X and look on Elon's account and look on Tucker Carlson's and see if they're calling this shit. But it certainly looks like it. We're almost there, people. You can see the people in the room all excited. We're almost there. Let's see. Tucker Carlson. Tucker, you fucker. Here it is. No, it's Tucker Carlson Originals. Is this Tucker
How many
Carlson's
kids does Elon
account?
have?
11.
11 kids? He has 11 kids?
Hell yeah. He was getting
I
it.
don't trust that boy.
Dude,
I don't trust any
This
man
white-
with 11 kids because you know he got 10 baby mamas.
No, I think he has more than one. I'm not sure how many he has. That fool was getting it though. 11 kids? Golly. I mean, not like you don't have the money. Yeah, this is Tucker Carlson. Okay, let's see. See what
I don't know how to use Twitter, so and nobody's calling
I
it on
barely know how to use
Instagram.
it.
I know. I'm surprised you know how to use it. Do you use it?
Yeah, I'm on X. Why would you say such hurtful
Okay.
things? Oh, is it because I'm old? I'm an older gentleman. Is that why?
Yeah.
I'm an older gentleman. Oh yeah,
I
actually,
can't use
yeah.
it, and you can't use
Actually, yeah.
much, can you? I mean, you know how to start a YouTube video and end it. So I guess
Hell yeah, that's all I need. I know how to start and stop. Start and stop. That's it. No, they're not calling it. Let me look for on Elon. Tucker didn't call it. Elon or RFK didn't call it. Elon Musk.
Well, back to Love is Blind.
No, Elon hasn't called it yet either. Is that what you're watching? It's blind.
Yeah.
What is
More
that about?
important.
Some woman porn
No,
where they
it's on
fucking they
Netflix.
kiss passionately in the rain.
No, it's
And
a show. It's a reality show on Netflix, and it's great. And I think you and your wife should watch it. I'm sure your
what
wife
is
does
it?
watch it.
What is it about?
Love is Blind. Okay, so they do dating in the pods. They're called pods, and it's behind a wall, and
Oh,
you just hear them. You can't see them, so you fall in love with these people without ever seeing them, and then they reveal each other. And sometimes it's really awkward, and sometimes it's like a match made in heaven.
oh, that is some chick shit. Like you're
No, but it's
you're in
really
love with me
cute.
before you even see me. You're in love with my spirit before you even see
Exactly.
me. You're in love with my
Yeah.
personality. It's not about looks. It's not superficial.
And they don't talk about anything important. It's the funniest shit because like some couples break up when they're like they finally get to the point of talking about bills and like who pays for stuff like in the real world. Oh wait, you voted for Trump? Oh my god, like so it's crazy. I love
Wow.
it. It's
No,
great.
that
But
sounds
they
like I
have
totally
some
watch
beautiful couples out of that show.
that. Yeah, it sounds great.
Okay, well you can be sarcastic. That's fine. Whatever. Ask your wife. I'm sure she watches it. And does she watch stuff that you like refuse to watch?
Oh yes, of course. And
Or you
so
guys
do I.
agree on most things? Like
No,
TV-wise?
we watch stuff together, but she definitely has her shows that she likes, and I have mine. And I'll
Love is Blind
if
for
I'll
sure.
walk in the
For
room.
sure. Ask her.
But what was it when she was watching The Summer I Turned Pretty? That was one that she watched. What is it? Yeah, it's called The Summer I Turned Pretty. Some sappy ass girl porn shit. Then she watched one where it was like in Europe and it was dubbed in English and they were like fucking all the time. And then she what is it? The other one, not Bridgerton. Yeah, Bridgerton. I think she watched that one too.
I've never seen that.
Where they had all the black people. It's so stupid. Like it's colonial fucking England and all these black people and Asians and white people are just fucking living together. And the Queen's black in England. Like get the fuck out of here. Oh my god.
We have different
She loves it. So, she got her shows, I got mine. I'm watching fucking John Wick 2, and she's watching whatever she's watching. So it's cool. It's a good balance. And we watch our shows together. We watch Sopranos, the whole series, Boardwalk Empire, all kinds of shit.
I really think you would watch or you would like Love is Blind. And I think your wife would obviously like it.
I don't know, Tori D. I don't know.
Just try it. Episode 1. Just try it. Just try one episode. I got a guy into it. I got a friend of mine into it, and he was into it.
Guy friends. You don't want to talk about that again, do you?
Oh my gosh. Not together. We didn't watch it together. Ay.
Ay is right.
Ay.
Ay is right.
Ugandan
Night
and Sleeping Joe.
Yep. I'm going to miss talking about him too. But we'll have other things to talk about. We'll be talking about America winning and fucking how much money we're going to have in our pockets and how much cheaper life is going to be. So we're going to talk about fun.
Yeah, I want to see Libs crying. Where's J-Lo right now? Hold on, let me see. J-Lo.
J-Lo's taking her fucking, she's taking her face off right now and putting it on the fucking nightstand. You've seen her. Hold on. let me show this.
Why
This
are you
is her
talking about
doing
what
her
she looks like
fake
with no
ass.
makeup?
No, when she looks like when she was on stage at a Kamala rally the other day. Watch, look at this shit.
Oh.
I promised myself I wouldn't get emotional. But you know what? You know what? We should be emotional. We should be upset. We should be scared and outraged. We should. Our pain matters. We matter. You matter. Your voice and your vote matters. And look, don't be afraid to make people around you uncomfortable. Invite people around you to be the change, to go out there and vote. Nobody likes having tough conversations or talking about politics, but trust me, I've been in some of these rooms. I see the way power works in this country. They love it when you do nothing.
Oh, like how she dated Diddy? How she dated Diddy and did nothing when it came when all that stuff came out? Fuck out of here.
Look at her, look at those cheekbones. Those things are new. She's like 53, and those cheekbones are fucking 10 months old. That shit is
Ridiculous.
fucking weird.
I'm
Weird as
looking at
hell.
her Instagram. She is pretty. I mean, she's beautiful. I mean, I guess it's fake beauty, right? But so her little video she did with Kamala Harris has 70,000 comments, and then all of her new so everything after that, she limited the comments, and each picture after that video has 100 and something comments. So you're telling me that J-Lo with 250 million followers has 100 comments on So yeah, she limited everything. That's insane.
Oh yeah,
She's
she
getting so much
did.
hate. She's getting so much hate.
That was ridiculous. See her looking at the teleprompter. You matter. Your voice matters. I told myself.
She is a good actress. She is a good actress.
No,
You have to
she's
give her
terrible. J-Lo's fucking terrible. Can't stand that fucking Laker girl. It's a glorified Laker girl. But all that shit, J-Lo, all these celebrities, Retardy B, Fat Joe, all of it is for naught. All of that didn't move the needle at all. It meant fucking nothing. And Kamala's gonna lose, even though she had that army of quote unquote celebrities behind her. It didn't mean shit. Did you see Retardy B and her speech that she did? That was horrible.
What's up, y'all? Hold on, wait a minute, y'all.
I'm nervous, y'all. No, Kamala, I wasn't gonna vote. I wasn't gonna vote. But Kamala, she changed my mind completely.
She said the thing that I wanted to hear. Yeah, bitch. What do you think she's gonna say? The things you don't want to hear?
And she told me to my face, so she better not lie to my face.
Not my face. Or my ass.
You can lie to my ass and my titties, but don't lie to my face. Fucking
I used to love Cardi B. She used to be funny, like genuinely funny when she was on Love and Hip Hop. And then she turned into some ratchet, like, I mean, she's always ratchet, but she was funny ratchet back then. Now she's just like slutty ratchet. Nobody wants a slutty ratchet.
Disgusting. She's disgusting. Watch, here it is, real quick.
I do not take lightly the call to show up, the call to speak up, the call to deliver a message that's been on my heart for a hot minute now. Now, I took my time writing this speech, so I'm going to make sure I deliver it right. Because I got something I've been wanting to say for a long time. I've been saying it on Twitter, on my Instagram, and I'm ready to tell it to you now. Y'all ready to listen? All right, now. All right. Just like Kamala Harris.
So ghetto. For no reason.
All right, y'all ready to listen? All right. Yeah, they're ready to listen. They've been there for 20 minutes, you idiot. Retards.
Oh, wait, she just posted on IG on her story. She fake crying.
Can't wait. I can't wait. All the videos that I'm gonna get, all the clips tomorrow. I can't wait. It's gonna be so bad.
She's
so
it says,
bad.
I hate y'all bad. Oh, you can't see it. Damn it. It says, I hate
Look
y'all
at that.
bad.
194 to 266. It's over.
Is that
because they're not calling it yet. Let me see. Let's hit the volume and see what they're saying.
Sheesh, look at all that red.
Alaska
Is
gets
that more
called
than
and it's
normal?
Nebraska. You can see former President Trump, he had to get to 270. He's likely to get to 272, if not higher. We still haven't called Wisconsin or Michigan as well, but he is on his way. NBC News projecting him on his way back to the White House.
And we were told he is perhaps a minute away now from coming on the stage at the campaign headquarters in West Palm Beach to make his remarks. The crowd very silent right now. I'm not quite sure what they're listening to, but they have been partying for quite some time.
Well, this is history, not since Grover Cleveland.
They have been lying to us and gaslighting us and fucking with us for 4 years. And Trump, watch that crowd. That crowd is going to go fucking nuts. I'm guessing it's going to be at least a 2-minute standing ovation for Trump. It's going to be crazy. I wish I could be in that room. It's going to be so electric. I bet you'd have not like, you know the tears you get like when the energy is so crazy. You're not crying, but you just have this. I mean,
Stop, you're crying. Just admit it.
Okay, fuck. But
It's funny
to be in that.
What?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna talk about Cardi B.
Oh, please.
I was just gonna say the one right before I hate y'all talking about the election. She's twerking, and it says my workout, and she's twerking. Like who gave you a voice? But what were you saying? The crowd.
But the crowd, it's electric in there. When he comes out, it's gonna be fucking crazy. I'm guessing 2-minute standing ovation.
Wait, was he coming out? He's there? I thought he was sleeping.
No, hell no. Kamala's the one who fucking called it a night because she was all drunk, probably shit herself in the limousine.
What did she drink? That's what I was gonna say. Did she drink Hennessy or is she like a red wine vibe?
No, I feel like vodka, or something clear. Something clear that looks like water that she can drink in front of people and they won't know. Like, yeah, I bet she was fucked up. Like, not even fun drunk, just sloppy, mad, telling secrets. Fucking. Doug probably had his shirt collar's probably all stretched out and he has scratch marks on his neck. Like, it's all fucked up. It was bad backstage. Secret Service is like, I don't get paid enough for this shit. Like, she was.
I would love to be a fly on the wall.
Wouldn't that be great? She's throwing shit, cussing people out, grabbing her fucking her staff by the hair, and they gotta pull her off of him. Man, it's bad. It's bad.
She for sure beats him. She definitely is like violent.
Yeah, and it's all in the body, so he has it's all in the body because she probably bruised his arm and he like reached for something and his sleeve went up and they were like, Doug, are you all right? Oh no, it's fine. I
it's a cat.
fell down the stairs. Yeah, the cat's crazy. You guys don't have a cat. Oh, it's a neighbor's cat. Yeah, man, he's definitely a battered spouse, and it's funny. But yeah, Trump, he's gonna come out and say, "We did it, motherfuckers." And I'm thinking seriously, like a 2-minute standing O, as they say. I just want to hear them say it. I want to hear him say it. I want to hear him say, "Hey, Dad, you can't be thinking." 266, you bitch.
And saying, have you written a concession speech at the beginning of the night? And he said, no, because we don't even want to think about that. And you have to ask that question. Did Harris even have a concession speech, or is that part of what she's...
Mm-hmm. You talk to your grandma?
She's going to be up all night. She can't sleep tonight after this. She's going to be mad.
She's going to be pissed. They're all going to be pissed. Dude, Arizona, Michigan, Wisconsin, Nevada. Oh, my God. I want to check the...
a part of me, though, still does not believe in this election BS. So there is a part of me, okay, I hope I'm wrong, but there is a part of me that says, listen, the overlords put him in. because he agreed on doing things that they want him to do. So we'll see. I don't.
I hope you're wrong.
I hope I'm
you're
wrong too, but we can't go back and forth too much. I'm like, hey, is it rigged? No, it's not rigged. Yeah, it is rigged. It's rigged when we don't get what we want. It isn't rigged when Trump wins. You know what I mean? Like, so we got to really fix this stuff. We got to fix it because I don't have faith in our democracy. Okay.
And you have good reason to feel that way. But I don't think Trump is beholden to anybody. I don't think there's anybody who's
we'll see
telling him what to do. I don't. I just haven't seen.
Besides the Jews.
Well, even with that, it wasn't mandated. I mean, yeah, I don't agree with it. Obviously, I didn't get it. My kids didn't get it, but he didn't mandate it and say that we had to. Even though he may have liked it and said it's great and I want you guys to get it and I think you should take it and blah, blah, blah. It wasn't mandated. It wasn't mandated until the fucking senile
I'm not
oatmeal
just talking
brain.
about the vaccine though.
Oh, I know how you feel
like
about
donors in general. I think, when you have donors and you run on the premise that you're not going to take donor money and then you take donor money, that's an issue to me. So hopefully he doesn't take donor money and he's not held to what they want him to do. We shall see.
I hope not. Well, we will see. We'll see. People can say what they want, but we're going to see what they do. And if he has another great presidency and we're doing well on the world stage and our lives are better and cheaper and all that good shit, then hey, I'm all for it. Let's see. All right, hold on. Elon Musk. Oh no, this was yesterday. Okay, somebody said RFK called it. So let me RFK. At the real RFK, bitch.
Yes, he did kiss the wall and he probably was bent over and touched as well.
No.
That day.
No. Nobody touched him. I don't
Okay.
see on his Twitter. Okay. I don't see this. How the fuck does RFK have 48,000 followers? This ain't the damn real RFK.
Oh my gosh, boomer. Let me find it. What are you trying to find?
It says RFK Jr. Oh, it says RFK Jr. Hold on. Just give me RFK. I don't want no knockoff account.
His Instagram?
No, X.
You old folks use Twitter. It's crazy because I don't even know how to use X, and
So
you see
who's-
old people on there.
Who's the
Yeah, he's
real
not on
old person
IG.
then?
Yeah, me.
Who's
I'm
the real
definitely
old
old school.
person?
I don't know nothing about tech. It's crazy. And I've logged in on my mom's Facebook recently, and it's insane. Like, what do you guys do on Facebook? Do you have Facebook? Like, you guys post statuses and do stupid emojis on there? What else? It's
No, I
insane.
haven't
I
had
just can't
Facebook
with social media. I like
in a few
Instagram.
years. I got logged out of it, so I got hacked or something, and then who the fuck remembers the password? So I never got back into it.
Oh, so you don't have any
Never
of your videos on Facebook? You're not, because that's a good monetizer for you. What?
I'd have to start a new account, I guess.
Oh my gosh, no, you have to get Meta verified. You have to get the blue check on your new Instagram or your backup.
Sorry, that's too much. You're already telling
It's
me too
not.
many things right now. It's too much.
Sorry.
Well, again, if you want to
I've done a lot
give
of
me all the
research.
links, if you want to give me the links, or I just clickety click and then make it happen, you go right ahead. But that sounds
You were blue check on your old Instagram, right?
no, because you
You
got to pay
weren't?
for that.
I know, but you just have to pay for a month and get the services that you need and get them to reinstate your Facebook and your old Instagram. So perhaps you should try that before you go small claims route and then deal with the F word judge like I did, talking about my F words on Instagram and lose. Because I'm sure you have those comments flagged as well. And
Tori, that sounds like a lot of work.
no, it's not. It's $14 or something. Just do it.
Send me $14. I'll do it.
Somebody already did on here.
PayPal me
We could do
$14 and
$1.99.
I'll do it. No, that's not enough.
Dude, you can get your Instagram back and your Facebook, unless your comments were as bad as mine.
Well, they're only bad according to them. They're only bad according to them. They're not bad at all.
I agree, and I understand that, but according to them, they're protected under Section 230. Okay, I'm very well versed on this.
Where's our protection?
Well, you're signing up for a platform that they own, and they can make the rules.
But they change the rules all the time.
I agree. It's disgusting. And the words that I use can be used in other contexts when other people use them. So, no, I agree. I'm pissed. I just got an email from the lady at Meta today, actually, about my account. She was like, sorry, they're not willing to give you your data unless you provide a screenshot that you're unable to do it yourself. I'm like, bitch, I can't even log in.
I can't even get to the
What
point
do you
where
want
I
me
do
to?
that shit.
So I screen recorded me trying to log in, and I'm gonna send that to her. She's been really nice to me, but they're insane. Just give me my account.
Okay, someone said that Trump won Wisconsin, so he's at 277. Let's see.
Is that what we were waiting for? Is Wisconsin?
Well, one of them, Wisconsin, Michigan, or fucking Pennsylvania. One of them get their shit together. I mean, Pennsylvania's almost all in. They're 94.8% in. So fucking call it already. But here, let's check back in with NBC. He's not on stage yet.
Ranks of the existing senators are all senators that are in what you call the MAGA mold, right? These are people that have run campaigns that are in the same vein as the type of campaign that Donald Trump has run. These are people that very much sought Donald Trump's endorsement, felt that it was necessary to connect with him and his base. The best example of this is Mike Rogers, right? Former congressman.
You can tell these guys right here, this guy and that guy are security.
At a certain point in his career, attempted to try and break himself from
Keep
Donald
looking
Trump.
around, they're not
Tried to
talking
be
to
a part of
nobody.
this kind of anti-Trump establishment. Maybe he
He's
thought
back
that
on
was the
his
future of the
phone.
Republican
They don't
Party.
gotta worry about nothing.
Went away from politics for a little while. Came back when he saw that his seat was open in Michigan, and basically did everything he could to make himself in the MAGA mold. And now he's going to be a part of this new. Oh, he could potentially be part of this new group of senators. We haven't called that.
Yeah, I'm just peeking. He's leading by a little bit. We have it as too close to call.
Well, I mean, you look at Senator Marco Rubio, who I just saw there. I mean, all of these former opponents, it's either get on board or get run over. And, that's kind of the way that it's been, and many of them have. I mean, former Trump critics, I might mention J.D. Vance, a former Trump critic who is about to be vice president of the United States.
Yeah, I mean, and I've had many conversations with both senators and aides and people with a lot of influence on Capitol Hill, and they've talked about this metamorphosis, and they talk about how maybe they don't like necessarily Donald Trump's personality or the way he presents himself or the way he talks about people, but they also realize that, and what is clearly evident tonight, that he has captured the pulse of at least half of the American people, and in particular, the American people that elect Republicans to office. And so you can try and fight against that establishment if you want to be a Republican, or you can get on board. And more you see these Republicans getting on board. The question, I think, becomes, does that translate into some sort of governable posture? They're very good at throwing pot shots. They're very good at complaining about things, turning that into actual action, because Donald Trump has laid out a long list of things he'd like to get done. Like, how quickly can he remove tax on tips or tax on overtime, which is something that he's promised? He may have the votes to do that. Now it's actually time to turn it.
But then you got to find the money elsewhere when you want money for
Shut up, haters.
So budgets are budgets.
I do think it's worth, just as we sit here and reflect on the history of this moment, thinking about not only is this historic because he's the first president to serve 9 consecutive terms in more than 100 years, but think about the political comeback that we are witnessing. Think about January 6th and the days after that, and the number of Republicans who wrestled with whether to impeach him again and convict him, and who tried to separate themselves from him, much like you're discussing, Ryan, and who'd written him off politically, who just could not conceive of this moment. And then he had this incredible showing in the primary, And now here he is tonight on the cusp of
I think back, Kristen,
going back to the White House.
often of that period of time where Mitch McConnell had that moment where he had to make a decision during the second impeachment trial as to whether or not he would lift his thumb and allow a whole group of Republican senators who were seriously thinking about voting to impeach him and put Donald Trump in a position where he would not be able to run for office again. And at the time, Mitch McConnell's argument was that this was not a decision, a political decision, that this would be a legal decision.
Decided in the courts,
He would be
right.
prosecuted, and a judge and jury would decide whether or not he should be convicted of those crimes.
I want to show you very quickly a photo of Donald Trump apparently taken backstage. This is not it, but there it is. So he's...
I think that was posted by one of his sons, just mentioned by Garrett Hake a few moments ago. So
One of the other, I'm sorry, I was going to say one of the other things, I think there is still some suspense to the evening as it relates to the margin here and to the popular vote, right? Because this is something else that speaks to this idea of a mandate. Because over the course of the last 8 years, one of the things that you often hear.
My buddy, who's a Kamala supporter, he just texted me and said, "I'm moving to Africa."
Bye. What the hell? Does he really support Kamala?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he does. He's funny. Yeah, he unfortunately he's wasting his vote. Look at that,
I'm
5
surprised
million.
he's able to be your friend.
Well, you know, we were friends way before we got political, way before Trump, way before all this woke shit. So yeah, he's a friend of mine. But yeah,
But most people on that side are unable to maintain friendships with people on our side because they're just so unhinged. So he's not too unhinged.
He's not crazy. He's not
Yeah.
crazy, but he's from the Bay Area. So, you know, she's from the Bay Area. So I'm going to vote for her, blah, blah. I mean, it's, you know, I don't think it's a good reason to vote for her, but hey, you know, but I know one thing. When I call him tomorrow, I'm going to talk big shit. I know that. I'm talking big shit when I call him tomorrow. He'll probably call me first, but nah, yeah.
Can he afford a flight to Nigeria?
He can actually. Yeah, he's a very successful morning show DJ slash.
What? So he's okay with paying astronomical taxes? What if Trump? Okay, so if Trump lowers his taxes, then he needs to refuse and pay the full taxes.
I agree, but he'll, you know, he supports it. So, you know, it's too bad, but I'm gonna fucking get his ass. Oh, ooh, that reminds me. Thank you, my fucking punk ass cousin Key. His ass. He's a fucking he's a Trump hater. He's a fucking Trump hater.
How can you be? He's so funny.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't understand. I can understand how people think he's crass and, you know, brash and all of these things, of course, but he was a great president.
I don't see it. I think he's a comedian.
He's hilarious. He's fucking hilarious. I'm sending him a fucking meme right now of Trump. He was always talking shit when he had the debate against Kamala. Oh, she fucked him up. Trump is this and that.
Oh
blah,
my
blah, blah.
God.
He's always talking shit. Oh yeah. He's fucking TDS, stage 4, it's terminal. You know, I want to go visit him one last time. Like, it's bad. With him, it's bad. And we just fucking, and, you know, he's one of those people you can't give him facts because it's not gonna penetrate. Don't even waste your time with the facts and the links and the articles. And I read this and he said this, but you know, he believes the grab him by the pussy. Good people on both sides. He's bad. He's real bad. And it's weird because his dad, my uncle, is a police officer. But yeah, I can't wait to get him on the phone.
He's a victim.
Too.
He's a victim, but his dad's
a cop. And he works he's a nurse at a hospital. He's successful himself. So yeah, but all that unarmed black man being shot by he's bad. Real bad. But I'm calling his ass tomorrow too. And I'm gonna give him business. He's getting
You need to record these calls.
Here he
That'd be hilarious.
coming out. There he is. There he is.
In terms of message and
We
Shut
can
up.
take the stage.
Roll.
Let's listen.
Here's Donald Trump now coming out.
Yeah. Well, his son is big as fuck.
He is. He's at least 6'5".
I think he's like 6'10", because Trump's like 6'2", 6'3". That boy's huge. Real quick, you know that place is on fucking lockdown. There ain't nobody, there will be no assassination attempt tonight. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. The Dana White. Got the squad up there, JD Vance. Man. They got a fucking like MC Hammer with that big ass fucking crew.
Man, that's why they chose him. Duh. Kamala, who's she gonna bring out? Her white family?
Man. You know, NBC's pissed having to listen to this song. Fuck America. Fuck you, America.
You know Kamala did not have a squad like that.
Hell no.
With her two fake uncles.
Real quick, when I was in boot camp, when you go to boot camp, they give you a hat and it says recruit on it. So everybody knows you're a piece of shit and you haven't done anything yet and you're new. And then after you go through battle stations, which is this grueling gauntlet of using all the things you've learned and your lack of sleep and running and jumping and all these things and going through water, and it's like 12 hours. And so you finally get done, you have your victory breakfast, and then they do a ceremony and they give you a hat that says Navy and they play that song. And
so are you crying?
Oh man, everybody was because fucking
right now
all the shit you've been through, and then you're finally, you made it. So here we go, Trump.
This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. And
yeah,
frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country and maybe beyond. And now it's going to reach a new level of importance because we're going to help our country heal. We're going to help our country heal. We have a country that needs help, and it needs help very badly. We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country. And we made history for a reason tonight, and the reason is going to be just that. We overcame obstacles that nobody thought possible, and it is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy? But it's a political victory that our country has never seen before, nothing like this. I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president.
We did it.
And to every citizen, I will fight for you, for your family, and your future. Every single day, I will be fighting for you, and with every breath in my body, I will not rest until we have delivered the strong, safe, and prosperous America that our children deserve and that you deserve. This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have. This is a magnificent victory for the American people that will allow us to make America great again. Oh. And in addition to having won the battleground states of North Carolina, I love these places, Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, we are now winning in Michigan, Arizona, Nevada, and Alaska, which would result in us carrying at least 315 electoral votes. But it's much easier doing what the networks did or whoever called it, because there was no other path. There was no other path to victory. We also have won the popular vote. That was great. Very proud of it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Winning the popular vote was very nice, I will tell you. A great feeling of love. We have a great feeling of love in this very large room with unbelievable people standing by my side. These people have been incredible. They've made the journey with me, and we're going to make you very happy. We're going to make you very proud of your vote. I hope that you're going to be looking back someday and say that was one of the truly important moments of my life when I voted for this group of people beyond the president, this group of great people. America has given us an unprecedented and powerful mandate. We have taken back control of the Senate. Wow, that's good.
Wow.
And the Senate races in Montana, Nevada, Texas, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, were all won by the M.A.G.A movement. They helped so much. And in those cases, every one of them, we worked with the senators. They were tough races. And I mean, the number of victories in the Senate was absolutely incredible. And we did tele-rallies. We did tele-rallies with each one of them. And sometimes we did 2 or 3 and it was amazing to look at all of those victories. Nobody expected that, nobody. So I just wanted to thank you very much for that. And you have some great senators and some great new senators. And it also looks like we'll be keeping control of the House of Representatives.
And House and the Senate. Uh-oh.
And I want to thank Mike Johnson. I think he's doing a terrific job. Terrific job. I want to also thank my beautiful wife, Melania, First Lady. Who has the #1 best-selling book in the country. Can you believe that?
I'm gonna be doing something freaky tonight.
She's done a great job. Works very hard. Works very hard to help people. So I just want to thank her. But I want to thank my whole family, my amazing children, and they are amazing children. Now, we all think our children are amazing. Everybody here thinks their children are amazing, but that's a good thing when you think they are.
But mine are really.
But Don, Eric, Ivanka, Tiffany, Barron, Laura, Jared, Kimberly, Michael, thank you all. What a help. What a great. My father-in-law, Victor, is tremendous. And we miss very much Melania's mother, Amalia. We miss Amalia, don't we, huh? She would be very happy right now, standing on this stage. She'd be so proud. She was a great woman, that one. Beautiful inside and out. She was a great woman. I want to be the first to congratulate our great, now I can say, Vice President-elect of the United States, J.D. Vance.
That's his wife?
Yeah, Indian
Indian
woman.
chick?
Yep.
His absolutely remarkable and beautiful wife, Ushabez.
And she got an Indian name too.
She's pretty.
He is a feisty guy, isn't he? You know, I'm saying,
Ushabez.
go into
Damn.
the enemy camp, and you know the enemy camp is certain networks, and a lot of people don't like this. Sir, do I have to do that? He just goes, okay. Which one? CNN, MSDNC? He'll say, all right, thank you very much. He actually looks like he's like the only guy I've ever seen. He really looks forward to it, and then he just goes and absolutely obliterates them. Say a couple of words here.
Wild. Well, Mr. President, I appreciate you allowing me to join you on this incredible journey. I thank you for the trust that you placed in me. And I think that we just witnessed the greatest political comeback in the history of the United States of America. And under President Trump's leadership, we're never going to stop fighting for you, for your dreams, for the future of your children. And after the greatest political comeback in American history, we're going to lead the greatest economic comeback in American history under Donald Trump's leadership.
Thank you very much. He's turned out to be a good choice. I took a little heat at the beginning, but he was. I knew the brain was a good one, about as good as it gets. And we love the family, and we're going to have a great 4 years, and we're going to turn our country around, make it something very special. It lost that little thing called special. We have to make it so. We're going to make this so great. It's the greatest country and potentially the greatest country in the world by far. And right now we're going to just work very hard to get all of that back. We're going to make it the best it's ever been. We can do that. If we had to wait longer, I don't know. It was going bad, and it was going bad fast. We're going to have to seal up those borders, and we're going to have to let people come into our country. We want people to come back in, but we have to let them come back in, but they have to come in legally. They have to come in legally. Let me also express my tremendous appreciation for Susie and Chris, the job you did. Susie, come here. Come here, Susie. Chris, come here, Chris. Susie likes to stay sort of in the back, let me tell you. The ice maiden, we call her the ice maiden. Chris, come here, Chris. Susie likes to stay in the background. She's not in the background. Come here, Susie.
This wasn't expected, but I just want to thank, obviously, President Trump for this journey. It was a great one, and he's a hell of a candidate. And he's going to be a hell of a great 47th president. And this team that we had, the best team, and of course, even my boss, Susie Wiles, the best. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you, Susie. Look at this. I've never seen her be shot before. Susie, they're great. Everybody up here is great. Everybody up here is very special. But the Trump, who did you say? Oh, let me tell you, we have a new star. A star is born, Elon.
He's so unscripted. That's what I like about
him.
him.
Guy. We were sitting together tonight. You know, he spent 2 weeks in Philadelphia and different parts of Pennsylvania campaigning. You know, he sent the rocket up 2 weeks ago, and I saw that rocket, and I saw it coming down. I saw it. It was, when it left, it was beautiful, shiny white. When it came down, it didn't look so pretty. It was going 10,000 miles an hour, and it was burning like hell. I said, what happened to your paint job? He said, we've never made a paint that could withstand that kind of heat. And, but I saw it come down and turn around. And it was, it's like 22 stories tall, by the way. It looks a little smaller than that, but it's big. And it came down, and you saw that fire burning. And I'm saying, only Elon can do this. It must be an Elon. And I tell the story. I told it last night. I had a man on the phone. I had the screen muted, no sound. I was talking to a very important man, happens to be here. And that very important guy, one of the most important people in, I would say, the country, actually. But, I was president, and now it looks like I was going to be maybe president again. So I figured I could ask him to hold. So I asked him to hold. And especially because you're going to be president again, they hold. So I took the phone down, and I'm looking at the screen. I'm seeing this crazy thing that's going around and coming down. It looks like it's going to crash into the gantry. And I said, oh, no. And I said, do me a favor. Do you mind holding for a couple of minutes? I want to see this. I thought it was a space age movie or something. I put the phone down. Bad part, I didn't pick it up for 45 minutes, and he was holding. But this spaceship came down, and I saw those engines firing, and it looked like it was over. It was going to smash. And then I saw the fire pour out from the left side, and I put it straight. And it came down so gently, and then it wrapped those arms around it, and it held it. And just like you hold your baby at night, your little baby. And it was a beautiful thing to see. And I called Elon. I said, Elon,
got it like a baby, held it.
He said, yes, it was.
Rubbed its back, burped it, just like a
I
baby.
said, who else can do
baby.
that? Can Russia do it? No. Can China do it? No. Can
Love
the
it.
States do it
much.
other
I
than
love
you?
it.
No, nobody can do that. I said, that's why I love you, Elon. That's great. And when we had the tragic Hurricane Helene, and it hit North Carolina, they were really devastated. The water, this was a big water, as big as we've ever seen, water hurricane. It built lakes out of nothing. Fields became lakes.
Cardi B could never.
And the danger
Okay.
was unbelievable. And the people from North Carolina came to me and they said, would it be possible, at all possible, for you to speak to Elon Musk? We need Starlink. I said, what's Starlink? It's a form of communication. So I called Elon, and I'll tell you what he had, and it was very dangerous. People would die. They had no communication. All the wires were down. I called Elon Musk. I said, Elon, you have something called Starlink. Is that right? Yes, I do. What the hell is it? He said, it's a communication system that's very good. I said, Elon, they need it really, really badly in North Carolina. Can you get it? He had that there so fast. It was incredible. So, and it was great. It saved a lot of lives. He saved a lot of lives. But he's a character. He's a special guy. He's a super genius. We have to protect our geniuses. We don't have that many of them. We have to protect our super geniuses. I want to thank some of the guys. We have up here today the U.S. Open champion. He's
a comedian.
Fantastic golfer. Slightly longer than me. Hits the ball a little bit longer than me. Just a little bit. Bryson DeChambeau is up here someplace.
Like a little baby.
What happened to Bryson? Where is he? Bryson. Oh, he was shot.
What? He said he
He's
was
hitting
shot?
balls. Oh, he's on the way. He's hitting balls. Bryson. Oh, look at him. He's got a great career going. Great U.S. Open, Bryson. That's a fantastic job. And we also have a man, Dana White, who has done some job.
Can you imagine the people Kamala would have on stage with her?
So Dana started UFC and came to me, do you mind if I use your, nobody wanted to give him a rinse because they said it's a rough sport, a little rough. And I helped him out a little bit and I went and they said, this is the roughest sport I've ever seen, but I began to like it and he loved it and nobody's done a better job in sports. And he's a very motivational kind of a guy, what he does. He gets these fighters and they really go at it. And it's become one of the most successful sports enterprises anywhere at any time. is doing so well. I'd like to ask Dana just to say a couple of words because people love to hear from him. Dana, please.
Oh, shoot.
Nobody deserves this more than him, and nobody deserves this more than his family does. This is what happens when the machine comes after you. What you've seen over the last several years, this is what it looks like. Couldn't stop him. He keeps going forward. He doesn't quit. He's the most resilient, hardworking man I've ever met in my life. His family are incredible people. This is karma, ladies and gentlemen. He deserves this. They deserve it as a family. I want to thank some people real quick. I want to thank the Nelk boys, Aiden Ross, Theo Vaughn, Bustin' with the Boys, and last but not least, the mighty and powerful Joe Rogan. And thank you, America. Thank you. Have a good night.
That'd be crazy if Joe Rogan was up there.
Yeah, it would.
That is a piece of
Imagine
work.
being called out.
No, he's an amazing. He's really an amazing guy. But
Dana
most of all, I
White
want
as
to
the
thank
Nelk
the
boys,
millions
those
of
little
hardworking
fuckboys.
Americans across the nation who have always been the heart and soul of this really great movement. We've been through so much together, and today you showed up in record numbers to deliver a victory. Like really, I probably like no other. This was something special, and we're gonna pay you back. We're gonna do the best job. We're gonna turn it around. It's got to be turned around. It's got to be turned around fast, and we're gonna turn it around. We're gonna do it in every way, with so many ways, but we're gonna do it in every way. This will forever be remembered as the day the American people regained control of their country. And so I just want to say that on behalf of this great group of people, these are hardworking people. These are fantastic people. And we can add a few names like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He came and he's going to help make America healthy again.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's a great guy, and he really means it. He wants to do some things, and we're going to let him go to it. I just said, but Bobby, leave the oil to me. We have more liquid gold, oil and gas. We have more liquid gold than any country in the world, more than Saudi Arabia. We have more than Russia. Bobby, stay away from the liquid gold. Other than that,
Russia, love Russia, beautiful, lovely vodka.
Down debt. We're going to be reducing taxes. We can do things that nobody else can do. Nobody else is going to be able to do it. China doesn't have what we have. Nobody has what we have. But we have the greatest people also. Maybe that's the most important thing. This campaign has been so historic in so many ways. We've built the biggest, the broadest, the most unified coalition. They've never seen anything like it in all of American history. They've never seen it. Young and old, men and women, rural and urban. And we had them all helping us tonight. When you think, I mean, I was looking at it, I was watching it. They had some great analysis of the people that voted for us. Nobody's ever seen anything like that. They came from all corners, union, non-union, African American, Hispanic American, Asian American, Arab American, Muslim American. We had everybody, and it was beautiful. It was a historic realignment, uniting citizens of all backgrounds around a common core of common sense. You know, we're the party of common sense. We want to have borders. We want to have security. We want to have things be good, safe. We want great education. We want a strong and powerful military, and ideally we don't have to use it. You know, we had no wars. 4 years we had no wars, except we defeated ISIS. We defeated ISIS in record time. But we had no wars. They said, he will start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. But this is also a massive victory for democracy and for freedom. Together, we're going to unlock America's glorious destiny. We're going to achieve the most incredible future for our people. Yesterday, as I stood at my last stop on the campaign trail, I'll never be doing a rally again. Can you believe it? I think we've done 900 rallies approximately from them. Can you imagine? 901 something, a lot of rallies. And it was sad. Everybody was sad. Many people, I said, this is our last rally. But now we're going on to something that's far more important because the rallies were used for us to be put in this position where we can really help our country. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make our country better than it ever has been. And I said that many people have told me that God spared my life for a reason. And that reason was to save our country and to restore America to greatness. And now we are going to fulfill that mission together. We're going to fulfill that mission. The task before us will not be easy, but I will bring every ounce of energy, spirit, and fight that I have in my soul to the job that you've entrusted to me. This is a great job. There's no job like this. This is the most important job in the world. Just as I did in my first term, we had a great first term, a great first term. I will govern by a simple motto: promises made, promises kept. We're going to keep our promises. Nothing will stop me from keeping my word to you, the people. We will make America safe, strong, prosperous, powerful, and free again. And I'm asking every citizen all across our land to join me in this noble and righteous endeavor. That's what it is. It's time to put the divisions of the past 4 years behind us. It's time to unite. And we're going to try. We're going to try. We have to try. And it's going to happen. Success will bring us together. I've seen that. I've seen that. I saw that in the first term when we became more and more successful. People started coming together. Success is going to bring us together, and we are going to start by all putting America first. We have to put our country first for at least a period of time. We have to fix it because together we can truly make America great again for all Americans. So I want to just tell you what a great honor this is. I want to thank you. I will not let you down. America's future will be bigger, better, bolder, richer, safer, and stronger than it has ever been before. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Former President Trump making about 25 minutes worth of remarks, essentially acknowledging that he has been called by other networks, not this one so far, as the next president of the United States, coming out with family and supporters there, a crowd that had waited a considerable amount of time, but obviously eager and happy about the outcome of the evening. As we said, NBC News has not projected that he is over the top yet, but he has a clear path to victory and the White House at this point.
And we just saw Barron Trump, 18 years old, cast his first vote in a general election for president today for his father. And people say that Barron Trump
he's
has
only
actually
18.
had a lot of ideas about having his father appeal to young men his age.
One of the young men
seems to be part of the coalition that we're seeing take shape now.
You heard from former President Trump there. Again, we have not called the race for president for him. We have called the race for Pennsylvania for him, and that appears to be the critical key for him to get to 270 at some point throughout the course of the early evening. He has not officially won the popular vote yet, although he is leading on that front. We have not officially called control of the House of Representatives yet. That could take a while. He clearly feels confident about that, saying that they've won.
What?
Again,
What are you
that is not
laughing
the
at?
case just yet. The Republicans do have control.
You're muted.
There we
Have
go.
you been,
Oh.
you've been muted this whole time?
Yeah, but luckily I didn't say much. But
Okay.
they just keep saying we haven't called the race yet. The other
Right,
networks
right.
have. We haven't. And he's still, we still haven't called these ones and blah, blah, blah. He's still not at 270. Like, fuck you guys.
So
He
ridiculous.
won. Eat a dick. Eat a dick.
Yeah, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that speech if he didn't win, right?
Hell no. Come on, man. This shit. I can't wait. Tomorrow, I can't wait. All of those pieces of shit who were talking crazy, The View, and all
The
those
View, I'm
celebrities,
excited. The View, are they gonna
Colbert
fake
and
cry?
Kimmel. Oh man, all of those talking head pieces of shit that were Trump is this and that. Joy Reid. I just can't wait. I can't wait to bathe in their tears and their sorrow and their sadness and the fucking misogyny one and who they're going to blame. They're going to blame men. They're going to blame young men. They're going to blame black men. It's going to be all
They're not gonna
men's
blame.
fault.
No, they're not. They're gonna blame white men. Black men never.
Well, that's
get
what I
the
mean. They're going
blame.
to blame all men. They're going to blame men of all colors. They're going to say that the Mexican men or the men who aren't white, you are somehow traitors and you don't like yourself and you didn't stand up for black women and women's autonomy and all this bullshit. I can't wait. He's still your president, you piece of shit. He's the president of the United States. There's nothing you can do about it except sit there and be fucking mad for the next 4 years. And I can't wait to hear all those bitter bitches just cry and, oh, it's his fault and this person's fault. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. Lovely. Well, I think that's it, Tori. It's almost midnight where we live on the West Coast. I got to wake up in 4 hours to go to
Is
work.
your mom still awake? Oh, geez, what?
Oh, I'm sure she is. I'm sure she is. My mom's retired, so she just
4
stay up
a.m.
all night long.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Hey, retired
Yeah.
vibes. I'm right here with you.
Yeah. My mom's chilling. So, yeah, I'm sure she's still up. I'm sure she's celebrating and watching these freaks melt down. And then one of the other cool things is by tomorrow morning, somebody is going to have made a montage of all of these people losing their minds. So I can't wait to check that out too. That's where YouTube
Yeah, it's gonna be
wins.
fun.
All these
fun.
bitches are going to be mad. Somebody's going to put together a compilation. I can't wait to watch it. So
Okay,
let's
we'll
see.
see if they start
Read.
deporting folk. Are they gonna start actually deporting folk? We'll see.
That's what he said. Alexi Reed, thank you, man. Congrats with the win. I've been following you since 2020. Hey, thanks. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, man. I appreciate you being here. And yeah, to the rest of the world, Patrick C, what's up? Joe and Kamala, the lamest lame ducks ever. Yeah, man. To the rest of the world, hey, when America's doing well, you're doing well. So shout out to all the other countries. We dodged a bullet and Trump is back in office. So don't worry, you guys will be just fine. Drill. I want to be paying 25 cents a gallon for gas. It's some bullshit that we're not. So make it happen. Get those gas prices down. Tori, is there anything you want to say to the people before you go?
No, my new IG is Tori TORIDUN. So follow me on there to see my dogs humping each other and the occasional political BS.
Yeah. If you like your dog humping with a little politics on top, this is the page for you. She's a good follow. She posts a lot of cool shit, a lot of funny shit. So yeah, man. Give Tori a follow. TORIDUN on Lagram. You need to get on Twitter too.
I can't function on Twitter. I don't know how to do that.
It's basically just like Instagram. You just post shit and articles and pictures or videos or whatever.
Ugh,
It's
no,
easy.
I don't need the headache. I don't need
If I
the
can do it,
headache.
you can do it. Think about it.
Listen,
Think
but
about it.
when I lost my Instagram and I had to make a new one, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm just gonna walk on some grass and touch some grass and walk barefooted and just be a hippie.
And
I'm just over social media.
And hold one of those dogs with like the tongue that's permanently hanging out of its mouth and it's all fucked up looking, but it's cute.
Yeah. I'm just gonna save the world. I don't care. Well, do you make money on Twitter?
No,
Oh, so what the hell?
I just post shit on there. How do you make money off of Twitter? They got to buy a or two.
How many subs do you have on there? Is it called subs or follows or what? What is it?
Followers. I got like 4,000.
Oh, and you can't make money. Never mind. You gotta be.
Thanks. Thanks.
I don't know. I don't know, but I do know people make money on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how big of a fish you got to be to make any serious money off Twitter. I guess I'll find out. But I thank you, Tori. Thank you for your time. Thanks for hanging out for so long.
You're welcome.
We got our president in there. Kamala, fuck off. Go back there and
I'm
rub
shocked.
ointment. No, but this is what we wanted. This is what we needed. So Kamala, go back there and rub ointment on the heels of Sloppy Joe's crusty old feet. Fuck you all, who lied to us and deceived us for the last 4 years, and now it's our turn. And I thank you, Tori, for being here. Thank you, everybody. Go out tomorrow when you get up. Be excited, be happy, rub it in their face. All the family members and friends who were dicks, we're talking shit to you. Kamala, blah, 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 blah. Be an asshole. Join me on the low road. We got 24 hours to be an asshole. Join me on the low road. I'll be waiting for you. And until the next time, people, I can't wait. The content that Trump is going to provide. These prices start going down. This is fucking amazing. So thank you guys for being here. Keep your eyes peeled on this fucking channel. And we out.